Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only Oiran from Yaloon. Welcome in, guys. Happy Monday. Happy OniMon. First official OniMon in the Orpal OniMon room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. It still feels kind of surreal to be fully, properly, at last purple. Oh. It seems fate led you here. What a meaningful connection. Some bluesy guy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Properly purple. Indeed, properly purple. Now it's not just me clinging to the copium of being purple while everybody keeps using green hearts at me. Because people do not understand the concept of image colors. But anyways, it is very nice to finally properly, truly be purple. I feel very good about it. I hope you guys have had fun. I hope I was able to make debut week pretty fun too. I did my best. I tried to come up with a schedule that I thought would be like really engaging and fun. I hope that everybody still had a good time. And I hope you guys have been enjoying Purple. I hope you've been enjoying all the stuff that I prepared for Purple. And all of the silly things that we have been up to since then. It's gonna be kind of back to form now. But you know, we're back to having a schedule. We're back to me having my thumbnails and everything ready at the beginning of the week. So hopefully consistency should be good going forward for the next few weeks. Gotta take advantage of Purple while I've got it, you know? But yeah, I hope you have been enjoying the new vibes. I mean, same Yuno, but just like new aesthetics, new Orpal vibes. And I hope you guys have had a good week and that you had a good weekend as well. I haven't really been up to too much. I basically, besides like the streams and everything, I was kind of just trying to take it easy because I had been working really hard, like non-stop for those 2 weeks leading up to debut. So I was kind of trying to give myself a little bit of slack and rest, recharge a little. So I haven't been up to too much, honestly, myself, but I have been chilling. I've still been having a good old time. And I'm still just like in shock that it happened. Every time I have to relook at myself and be like, wow, everything's purple. The purple stuff is occurring. It makes me happy though. I'm glad that everybody has liked it. Yeah. I don't know. I wanted this to be more about like how I'm feeling after the first week, but I don't really know how else I'm feeling besides the fact that I'm just like, it's here. I finally did it. Our little codeine queen. Not the codeine. I did have someone else saying that I'm basically NyQuil. Which is crazy. Canon, wow, this is me moment. Yeah, literally. I've constantly been like, wow, I can finally be purple on stream. I can be purple on stream. And you guys can see Purple move the way that I've been able to see her move the past few weeks. It doesn't feel real fully still. But I'm trying to I'm trying to like adjust and get used to it, you know? But I'm very happy. Fully ripened Oni. Yes, at last. I feel like I am more at my true form than I was previously. I feel very like myself like this. Not that I didn't feel like myself as green, but I feel like this is definitely more in line with who I am. Yeah. I apologize again for if the tracking acts funky. This is just how we have to deal with it until I can get that new phone stand. So if I'm like freezing up or if it like looks a little funny when I make faces, that's a feature until I get the new stand. I'm not sure when it's gonna ship out to me, but I hope it's soon. You think, therefore you yam? Yes. I think, therefore I am. I am yam indeed. Happy Oni is happy Dama? I hope so. I hope so. I don't want all of this happiness to just be just be like on my side. I want everyone to be happy about it too. I hope everybody can be as happy as I am. 2 months later, don't wish that upon me, please. Don't wish that upon me. I think it'll be sooner, but I'm not sure. I got confirmation that they got the order, but I haven't received any confirmation about it shipping out. But I hope it is soon. It's kind of funny, because when I tried to put it on Throne, I obviously wanted to get the pink one, because the rest of my setup is like pink and purple. But the only one that they had in stock was the blue one, so I guess I'm adding a third pastel color to the repertoire of the layout. I have my pastel purple and white keyboard. I have my currently pink phone stand and my pink Switch and my pink game controllers. And soon I'm going to have a light blue phone stand. I mean, it happens. I'm not particularly mad at it. I like blue. It's just kind of funny that I'm adding another pastel. Phone stand male. Not like this. I think it's still a pretty girly color. Uno went from broccoli to lean. I am not lean. Thanks, though. Did you see the new Switch 2 controllers? I did. I'm not really a fan of the fact that they're putting all of the colors into, like, the internal part of it. Because, like, I usually play with a Pro Controller when I stream. I also have just been playing with my Pro Controller in general with my Switch. So, like, it doesn't really feel like there's a point to having different colored Joy-Cons because they're, like, just black with the secondary color as, like, an accent. It's a pretty purple, but the fact that it's paired with, like, the teal green is kind of a bummer. If both of them were purple, maybe I would have considered. But also, because it's such an internal color, I don't really think it's worth buying. Because the Joy-Cons themselves are like, what, $90? Fricked up. I don't even use Joy-Cons, and even I think it's kind of boring. I get why they're doing it. I think they just wanted it to look sleeker, but, like, it just feels like such a weird choice to make them have all the color be on, like, the inside. Like, the part that has the most color is the part that attaches to the Switch 2. That's so bizarre to me. I feel like if you wanted to have, like, the aesthetic color stuff, that you should, you know, make it be a solid color. But I don't know. I said this to Lynn, on our sub accounts, but considering they did release the solid pink Joy-Cons for Switch 1, I feel like they must know that there is a market of people who want not just, like, externally colored Joy-Cons, but, like, specifically 2 Joy-Cons that are the same color? I don't know. Some weird way to differentiate it from Switch 1 Joy-Cons? I guess. But I still feel like then you shouldn't bother to have the colorways at all. I don't know. No color FOMO since the system looks the same when the Joy-Cons are docked. Let's go. Let's go. Now you don't have to worry about spending extra money on Joy-Cons when they don't even add anything. It's so silly. Can't use Joy-Cons, so they're completely pointless to me. And that's what I'm saying too. Like, most of the time now, my Switch is docked. Like, I got the pink Joy-Cons thinking I was going to get more use out of them. I really haven't. I don't really play my Switch in bed as much as I thought that I would. It's usually just hanging out in the dock, and then I use my Sakura-themed my Sakura-themed Pro Controller to play, and then I have the game, like, through my capture card on my monitor. So, like, I haven't even really been using the pink ones, to be honest. It's just there so that my Switch is pink. And, like, I guess technically, like, skins also exist for the Switch 2, so that you can make the Switch 2 still look, like, externally pretty. So that's probably going to end up being the cheaper and, like, smarter option for decorating your Switch 2 versus getting, like, aesthetic Joy-Cons. I think they have definitely fumbled by making the primary Switch 2 Joy-Con color just be the black aesthetic. It just feels like such a waste. Like, I looked at it because I was curious about like the price and how it looked, and I was just like, it is not worth the additional, like, $90 you have to pay for those controllers. Not worth it at all. Sunyo, thank you, not for me. But if they had been more purple, and if there had been an option to make both of them purple, I might have considered. But nope. You won't get my money this time. I'm waiting for like a really pretty pastel Pro controller for the Switch 2 though. Cause I don't think my current Pro controller is going to work with the Switch 2 once I set it up. So I'm gonna have to get a new Pro controller at some point in time, but not yet, because I haven't found an aesthetic one I like. Wallet is safe for now. Yes, wallet is safe. I am protected. Slaps a Kirby sticker on Yuno's Joy-Cons. I'll take it. I'll always say yes to a sticker. You can skin the ones you already have. Exactly. I feel like choosing skins and like covers and stuff is probably going to be the better decoration alternative. At least I think so. Iron Will Yuno. I do not like to spend money a lot of the time. So I will be able to hold off until I see something that is like particularly aesthetic and also like I'd actually get use out of it. As for right now, I don't really feel that way about the Joy-Cons for the Switch 2. So I will resist that urge. But it's the green sucking Kirby. Acceptable. Kirby is Kirby. It's acceptable to me. Hi, Tomoe Carmine. Hello. Your music is kind of loud. Oh dear. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Here should be good. I got you. Tomoe yelling at me from across the internet. That's perfect. Okay, thank you. I love you and I appreciate your advice. Thank you. Yellow is canonically Kibi. Kibi? True. On the note of Kirby, Air Riders is super good and I want more people to play it with, but no one I know owns a Switch 2 yet. Well, my first game that I'm probably going to get once I finally set up my Switch 2 is going to be Air Riders. So don't worry. Don't worry, me soon. Don't worry, soon me. Yes. I will be getting Air Riders. For sure. I just have to take care of bills and stuff first, and then I will for sure pick up Air Riders if I have leftover muns. What other games are you looking forward to? Pokopia is probably the biggest one. I'm excited because now that I have the Switch 2, I get access to the GameCube emulator, and they are planning to add Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon XD, and those are games that I want to play through again because I haven't played them in so long. So I want to play those too. It sounds like I'm mostly excited about Pokemon, but I promise there's other things. Tomodachi Life, true. I think it would be so fun to play Tomodachi Life. I never got the chance to play the one for the 3DS. So I think it would be fun to play the one that's coming out for Switch 2. The little Tomodachi Life Island. That's exciting to me. It was peak. I believe you. I watched Isla play a little bit of Tomodachi Life via her 3DS. I think she made a lot of the kawaii girls. But I don't remember much else about it. As in, like, I don't remember much about her playthrough. Fire Emblem and Wario World got added to Switch Online recently too. Ooh, yeah, that's fun. I haven't played a lot of older Fire Emblem. Maybe I will pick one of them up and give it a try through the emulator. Would be fun to also play Wario World. They are coming out with a WarioWare type game, aren't they, for Switch 2? I know there's also the new Rhythm Heaven, but I think that one's also coming out for Switch 1 and 2. And honestly, I think it will be nice to go back to playing certain games that were on Switch 1 that are like upgraded for Switch 2. Like obviously I'm excited about being able to play ZA in HD. I still need to get things set up so that I can play Animal Crossing. The DLC comes out this week and my ass has not prepared in the slightest for the Animal Crossing DLC. I have some items I need to preserve, and then I need to and then I need to reset my island. so that I can have a brand new island for the DLC and everything. Squishing all the cockroaches. No, I'm restarting. As much as I like the villagers that I have in my current island, I haven't played the game in a very long time, so I bet you I boot it up and I look at that island and I'm gonna be like, oh, this shit's ugly. So I'm planning to take the items that I want to save, chuck them onto Hitomi's island for storage, and then I'll restart and then pick them up after. That's my plan. They'll be so mad at you. They don't really get mad in New Horizons, which some people could see as a bad thing and that it's kind of lame, but I think it's good. I think I wouldn't be able to handle the guilt if they got actually mad at me. WarioWare Get It Together is coming. Right, I knew there was a new WarioWare thing coming, but I couldn't remember if it was a Switch 2 exclusive. But I think there's some cool games overall appealing. I am optimistic. And I am also grateful to have a Switch 2. So that I can actually like get excited about games that get announced for Switch 2. I was always just kind of tempering my expectations whenever Switch 2 stuff came up, because I thought I wasn't going to be able to get one for a while. But now that I have it, I'm just like, oh dang. I guess now I can get excited about games. Bruno said absence makes the heart grow more disgusted at what it looks at. I mean, my aesthetic sense is already not the greatest when it comes to decorating on Animal Crossing islands, but I think it's going to be worse looking at an island that I haven't touched in, like, I think actually a year. I will look back at it and be like, ugh, bleh, bleh, and I will not be a happy camper. But I think the fresh start will be good, and I think that'll make it a lot easier to kind of balance with the new DLC content, like with the new update. I think it'll just be easier to balance all that stuff. In my humblest onion. You get a new island because you have a Switch 2, right? Oh, that's true. If I played specifically the Switch 2 version, I could just get a whole new island from the get-go. You make a good point. So true, Tomoe Carmine. I actually totally forgot about that. Whoa, I actually forgot about that. Well, I guess that's good to know. I was DVR. No, it's okay. You're actually still relevant to the conversation. I've been ranting about Animal Crossing this whole time. You could stream it. True. Reroll for 3 hours for the best villagers. Listen, I probably will is the thing. That's actually really good to know. And before you run into the AC backseaters, well, I think I can handle it because Animal Crossing isn't really a story-heavy game, so what are they gonna do? They'll tell me what to do and I'll just bonk them into oblivion. That wouldn't bother me nearly as bad. Judge you for your villager choice. Except my villager choices are based and correct. You're terraforming wrong! That's not how you make a heart-shaped pond! Excuse me, streamer, your pathing is not optimized between your houses. Why are you not measuring pixel by pixel for where you're going to put the next villager's house? Strimmer, the house layout isn't meta enough. Strimmer, why is your living room in the first room? Why did you not make, like, an entrance area? Bro, where are your house dividers? Bro's flower arrangement isn't optimized for more rare flower spawns. As I'm just like, okay, so anyways. Animal Crossing is one of those games where once you take a break, coming back is always the worst feeling. Everyone acts like you died. They're just like, where were you? We missed you. And I'm just like, a lot has happened. A lot has occurred, actually. I'm excited for the update. Me too! It's so surprising to get an update so late after, like, the last one. But it's cool that they're like adding some pretty nice things, I feel. Like, it's still fairly exciting. Is it the most exciting update? No. But I still think it's nice. Streamer, your home interest loan is poorly budgeted against your income. I think I don't own property. Well, luckily, Mr. Tom Nook lets you pay it back literally whenever. So you get all the time in the world. I think that's good. But no, I'm excited for the update. I look forward to being able to play it. I'm still going to get stuff from my old house and dump it on my friend's island so that I can get it after, but it is true that because I'll be playing it on a new console, I will just be able to get access to a whole new island. I forgot about that. I thought I was gonna have to legit start over. I keep thinking like I'm still gonna be playing it on the Switch 1, but I'm probably gonna play it on the 2. Getting used to the fact that I have it. Crazy. But no, I'm excited. It'll be fun. And I'm excited for Pokopia too. I want to see kind of like the vibes for Pokopia. That one's not until March. But I hope that the vibes in that one are also as immaculate as they can be in Animal Crossing. But maybe with like a little bit more engaging characters. Not that I don't like how the characters are in New Horizons, but I think that they're definitely kind of one note in a lot of ways, and a lot of the dialogue is kind of repetitive. It'd be nice to have like more distinct characterizations. I kind of want to pre-order it for the Ditto plush, but I don't even own a Switch 2. Oh right, it does come with a Ditto plush. I forgot. I skipped out on a bunch of the Switch 1 hits, and AC was one of them, so it might be a good chance to finally get around to New Horizons. I think that getting around to New Horizons would be a good idea, personally. If you like the other Animal Crossing games, it might appeal to you. There's also some elements that change that some Animal Crossing fans did not really like. I'm not like a hardcore Animal Crossing person. My first one was New Leaf. So I'm not really like as nostalgic for Animal Crossing as some other people would be. So I didn't really mind it. I thought New Horizons was fun, but I do hear that people who liked the older games are not as fond of New Horizons. I hope the Gyaru Slowpoke meme actually manifests the Slowpoke in Pokopia to be a Gyaru. I would love that. That would go hard, I think. Handshake emoji. Animal Crossing was originally released on the N64 before all of the other systems. Yeah, true. Animal Crossing is a quite old IP, but I never really experienced any of the older games. I'm trying to think. I think one of my friends played the older games. Maybe. Or I might be confusing it with Harvest Moon. I don't really remember. I think there was a time that I had a friend who played one of the older games on my GameCube during a sleepover. But I think that was Harvest Moon. I don't think it was Animal Crossing. I love Harvest Moon. I hear good things about it. I think I would like to play a Harvest Moon sometime. That GameCube emulator is going to go hard for me once I boot up my Switch 2 and start actually using it. I can't wait. The GameCube one with its own memory card because it took a whole card. It do be like that. Wish I had a GameCube. I was an Xbox guy back then. That's very fair. I was never an Xbox person. I've always been Nintendo. Nintendo all the way through. And then the one time I tried to ask for something different when I asked for a PS2, and Onimama was like, Why are we just jumping ship to a whole other company? I thought the Nintendo things were the only things you cared about. And I was like, I don't know how to articulate to you that games come out on other systems. Onimama was never a gamer. Truly, she suffered having a gamer for a daughter because she never understood a damn thing I said. Tails, it actually, I think it was for Tails, yes. To get the PS2. It was either for Tails or maybe that was for when I wanted to play Persona 4? Maybe? I can't remember. I think it was probably Tails. But Persona might have also been something I picked up around the same time. Onimama sounds like the kind of person who calls any video game console a Nintendo. I mean, I was pretty strict about her making sure she called everything by its proper name. But I do know that she was very angry that I wanted to get something called a PlayStation when she got so used to all of the Nintendo names. Bear and Breakfast is my favorite of the new Harvest Moon / Animal Crossing adjacent games. I've heard good things about Bear and Breakfast. Its aesthetic is really cute. That one was featured during a Wholesome Direct, I think. And I remember cooing over it because the bears were very cute. Aren't you just a cute little bear? Actual picture of me, by the way. More of a Rune Factory person, personally, though I'm conflicted after art design changed from sprites to 3D. I like the way Guardians of Ozma looked, personally. I think the Guardians of Ozma looked good. I can definitely see the appeal of having, like, actual sprites, though. I think if they had had little sprite, like, portrait icons next to them while they were talking, along with the 3D sprites, I probably would have liked it even more. Kind of like Persona style, where you still see the models, like, goofing around and being silly, but, like, the facial expressions are all on the sprites. PlayStation sounds easier to remember than Nintendo names. Yes, but when you have a child who mostly only cares about Nintendo and then suddenly pivots to something like the PlayStation family of games, you can somewhat understand Onimama's confusion. Anyways. Of the Harvest Moon clones more recently, I enjoyed Fields of Mystria. I'm also a big Rune Factory enjoyer. 3 and 4 are both classics. I have heard good things about 4, I believe, and then also 5. I don't know much about 3. I thought about going back to playing, like, one of those Rune Factories because, again, I did like Guardians of Ozma. I haven't picked it up to start, like, marrying the characters, though. I finished the main game without marrying anybody. But now I want to, like... I want to have, like, save files where I go around and I, like, date and marry all of the characters so that I can, like, learn what their, like, love stories are like. But I just haven't really felt like picking it up again in a very long time. I haven't picked it up in months. After I beat the main story, I was just like, well, now all that's left is to raise affection levels, get everybody to where they can be dateable, and then have multiple save files. Forever Abuno. Like, I thought about choosing, like, committing to a character for, like, beating the main story, but then I just was like, eh. And then I ended up beating the main story really fast, so I was like, well, I guess I didn't even give myself enough time to marry somebody. I liked Rune Factory 4 so much I played it twice on a separate console. Yeah, like I do hear a lot of good things about 4. I think pretty consistently when I got into Rune Factory through Guardians of Ozma, most people were telling me that 4 was really, really peak. Though apparently a lot of quality of life things they added to Guardians of Ozma are things that players are hoping that they keep for Rune Factory 6, whenever that comes out. So I guess going backwards it might be tough because I got used to a lot of the quality of life changes that were made for Guardians of Ozma. But it's okay. I am sure I will still enjoy it. Whenever I get around to it. If when. If when. My childhood games are so different than everyone else's. Am I out of touch? No, it is the children who are wrong. It's okay. People have different interests. I just happen to have collected a lot of people who have interests that are kind of similar to mine. I wouldn't worry too much, though. If you were to ask me, 4 has fun characters and cool new features. In my opinion, the only real issue is that the boys you can romance aren't the best, but there's still 1 or 2 solid options. Well, you don't necessarily know my taste. I might like them. I might like them. Who's to say? True. Not the big caps lock true. You don't know what I'm about. I could end up being totally into whatever those options are. I like the butler dude. Oh, say less. Butlers, huh? I see. I'm taking notes. But no, I really liked a lot of the characters in Guardians of Azuma, which is also partially why I didn't end up choosing a love interest for the main story. I liked all of them too much. They were all so charming to me that I felt bad, like, making a choice. Technically, you can date multiple at once in terms of, like, the actual dating aspect, but, you know, once you get married, all of the relationships get, like, hard-locked into friendship ones. And then you can't really bond with them anymore, which is a bummer to me. I don't like the idea that you can't continue to have, like, really good friendships with them. They just become, like, the milquetoast friendship characters. Harem route? Not really a harem route. It's just that you can date multiple. But once you decide which one you want to marry, that's when they all taper off and become friend routes. You can't really, like, have proper conversations with them anymore. So again, that's part of why I, like, wasn't sure who to pick. Because I really wanted, to, like, learn about all of their character story, like, all of their, like, storylines. And their storylines were locked behind dating them. Which is so annoying. I didn't want to, like, marry a character that I liked and then immediately not be able to learn more about the other ones. So what I've been doing in that file is I've been trying to get all of the romanceable characters to, like, the spot right before love confessions would be happening. And then I'm going to have, like, that one base save file, and then I'm going to make multiple additional save files where I'm going to date each individual character and marry each individual character in that particular route. I know technically the game allows you to jump between universes so that you can, like, try it with, like, a bunch of different people, but that makes me feel too guilty, so. One of the love interests from 3 makes an appearance in 4 as a roaming merchant, with her dialogue implying she's the canon love interest from 3. Fascinating. That will not make any difference to me, as I will not be playing 3, probably. It is good to know, though. They need to give us save file name editing so you can name the romance route. So true. It would be so good to be able to know the difference between the save files. But I think they changed it for Guardians of Azuma because they knew that people were making multiple saves to date everyone. And I think it's good that they'll have an option that lets you, like, see all of the routes without necessarily having to make a new save. But there's something that feels kind of slimy about, like, okay, I got married and I had a kid with this person in this timeline. Now I'm going to go back in time and go to a different universe before I got married and had children with that person so that I can get married and have children with somebody else. There's just something about that that's a little bit fucked up that I just can't do. There's just something about it. It feels weird. I don't know. I don't know if I see my main character as being that much of a sleaze. Yuno gets all guys to 100 affinity, triggers non-standard game over because it causes a warring states era, every guy becoming a warlord for your love. Me if I ever played a Fire Emblem game again. Sizing up my options? No! In my ideal world, I would just have a harem ending where I can be with everybody. Sounds like Oidon behavior. Well, Technically, if it was actual Oiran behavior, I would be making the love interest pay to spend time with me. But I'm not doing that. So, not proper Oiran behavior. Imagine not min-maxing romances for optimal stats like in Fire Emblem. Listen, you think I care about stats? You think I, Yuno Hanaki, care about stats when I play video games? You're funny. I will not look at a stats screen unless you force me. You could explain the numbers to me all you want, and I'll just be like, anyway, character pretty. I give them aesthetic weapon even if it drops their attack by 62. And I'll do it again. I have unlocked all supports for Awakening and Fates, which includes all of the kids and potential parents. It was so much extra work just to complete them all. That's crazy. But like, kudos to having the completionist brain. If you were 100% proper Oiran, most of us couldn't talk to you. We're poor as hell. Well, the thing is, all of my streams would be paywalled. All of my content would be dono-walled, and you wouldn't be able to access it unless you paid a certain amount of money. You would have to pay a lot of money in order to be able to chat with me on a stream if I were doing this as a proper Oiran. Why do you think all of my new dono alerts are you gotta try harder? You guys asked for it to be more Oiran coded. You wanted them to be meaner, so I made them meaner. There is a pretty nice one if you get pretty up there. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, so that one will have to remain a mystery. Hell of a meet and greet. I didn't think it'd be like this. Well, tough. You can't just have your cake and also eat it. You show up to stream and it's just a frosted glass screen with a coin slot. What would the equivalent be in subs? Well, you wouldn't get the alert for the subs. There is a specific alert for gifted subs, though, versus people, like, subscribing for themselves. Which I think you guys have heard a couple of times now, if you caught it. My blind Fire Emblem Birthright first run had a god kid. Picked early fave girl. She high rolled every level. Kid stats were big. Nice. Strong child. I could eat half and save the other half in resin, but it'll still get bad in the resin. Even if you save it in resin, it's still going to, like, rot and get yucky. Disgusting. Worth? What do you mean? What do you mean worth? I don't think anything about that is worth. Do not look down on it. Okay. Whatever. Several people have their cake and eat it too. I want that for me. When is it my turn? When will it be for me? That's just called fermenting. It's the one way of making alcohol. Out of cake? Stop. But I still have it. But it's like gross. That's still not ideal. That's still not ideal. It is actually a way of making alcohol. I know this. But I still think it's gross to use like a icky flattened cake. Tharja for life, something brain chemistry. Tharja is a good pick. I don't remember who my favorite girl was in Fire Emblem Awakening. I really liked Gaius and Longku. And Chrom. But Gaius and Longku are my favorites. Fire phone talk that takes me back to Fire Emblem Awakening. I made one kid OP by pairing two parents who had 2 times damage triggers, which she triggered off the same stat. Nice. Sumia. Love that for you. But yeah, I was a Gaius and Longfu liker. Prom also made his way into my heart. I don't really remember many of the girls that I liked. I didn't care too much about the kids in Fates nor Awakening as it took up too much time and took too much of the challenge out of the game. It was nice at first until I had to go back to complete all the supports. Fair enough. Again, it's the completionist in you that probably doesn't enjoy it, but it's fine. Sumio was adorkable. I think I paired it with Chrom because his childhood friend. I think that makes sense. You guys and your male Robins. I was a lady Robin, obviously. And I was trying really hard to get with Gaius. The Awakening cast are just so waifu husbando. There's a good 10 A tier that may be your personal S. Yeah, probably. I feel like I said this before, but as someone who was into Fire Emblem in the GameCube and Wii era, it's wild to think that Fire Emblem almost ended with Awakening. True. I guess it is good that Awakening managed to save it. Although, I think every game after Awakening has tried to basically, like... I don't want to say copy Awakening, but... they're trying to chase that particular success. Gaius was the thief, dude was a bro, good choice. He also really liked candy. That was something that I found very charming about him. I liked the gap moe of him being like this, smarmy, suave thief who also, like, was always sucking on a lollipop. My goat. Three Houses was actually really nice and felt different enough from Awakening. For better or for worse? I don't actually know. I never got around to playing Three Houses. I had no idea the rep of Fire Emblem was so in the dumpster and Awakening saved it. I was happy with the franchise personally. Awakening landed on the perfect formula, so haven't gotten into Three Houses yet. Very fair. That's the thing, you don't really think about it because, like, if it's something that you enjoy, you just get it and you enjoy it. I feel that way about Tales. I did not realize that the Tales series was so unpopular and that it was, like, super freaking niche. I had absolutely no idea because I was always just like, ooh, new Tales game. Nom, 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 nom. I didn't really bother to think about whether or not it was popular. Three Houses has a lot of cute characters and interesting struggles, so I have heard. I've always been kind of curious about Three Houses. Just never got the chance to, like, grab it and start it. Because I got a Switch pretty late into its lifespan. And then I just never really bothered to pick up Three Houses. Truly the Tales ambassador. I'm just happy that Tales exists. Nom nom nom. I feel like Grace's F managed to bring back Tales to the mainstream. Disagree. Disagree. But, like, Tales has always kind of been struggling as an IP. When is the fourth house going to exist? Isn't there, like, literally a fourth house in DLC for Three Houses? Like a basement house? House in the basement? I actually don't really entirely remember. I could be lying. But I thought they added, like, a whole other, like, fourth route. Which is, like, a fourth house. Yes? Okay, I'm not hallucinating. There is a 4th house and 3 houses. Okay, 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 okay. I feel like I get distracted from Tales every time I think to play it. Well, don't play it. Pick up a game and play it right now. Delete your entire backlog until it's only Tales. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. That's spoilers. I mean, if it's part of the DLC, it's not really spoilers. My joke got constructed and now I must live in this house. You have to live in the 4th house? Yeah, that's your house now. I'd say Arise made it a bit more mainstream, but even then they still have work to do. I would agree. I think that, like, Arise is what kind of made people more interested in Tales. I don't think people are still very interested in the other games, even though they've been trying with all of these remasters. I still think it's kind of hard to get people interested in, like, picking up a remaster to like, finally play through it. Unfortunately, because I like a lot of the older Tales games, and think that they are worth trying, but, you know, everyone has their nostalgia glasses. R.I.P. Dad from Graces, you knew the value of a child as a commodity. Man! Hashtag blame Asbel the game. But no, like, Tales definitely has also had, like, a similar struggle. In some ways, I think it's been, like, worse than Fire Emblem, just in the sense of, like, Tales has never really gotten to a level of popularity in Japan or in the West. It's definitely just, like, passion project. But they're trying. They really tried to modernize it with Arise, which I think helped in some ways, but because they haven't really been focusing on a new Tales game to, like, capitalize off of what they managed to do to make Arise be a banger, I feel like we're gonna be going through it for a while. I also still have to finish Arise. Please don't crucify me. The curse of becoming way more fickle with committing to games. No, I haven't finished Arise either. I tell this story every time I bring up Arise. I had just started it, like, right before debut week in Kawaii. So I only got to play, like, maybe an hour of the prologue, and I didn't really, like, finish the prologue at all. And then I had to lock in on debut week, and at the time, we didn't really have permission for Arise, so it's not like I could have, like, started over to stream it. So I was like, well, I guess I'll get back to this at some point, and then I literally never did because I had to lock in on streaming. And it's at the point now where it's been so long since I've touched it, I'd probably just have to start over. Dohalim is waiting for you. I want to see Dohalim, but it's gonna take me so long, man. Plus, I want to play Zillia. If I'm going to pick up a Tales game anytime soon, I want to play through Zillia. I miss my son. I miss my son, Jude. That's my baby. Arise stream confirmed. Oh god, no. As much as I love playing Tales games, I don't think I can play another Tales game on stream. I don't think I have the brain capacity to deal with all of that. If I did, I would have to have a 100% completion guide up on my other monitor, and I'd have to make sure I actually touch everything, or else somebody in the comments will be like, why aren't you looking at every individual corner of the map? Why didn't you pick up this item? Why are you not observing hard enough? It's rough for the current re-releases. Even games with a good reputation like Zillia have a hard time standing out when you can get the fan favorite on most platforms, and knowing which to play is pretty daunting. Actually, Zillia is not a fan favorite. People are actually would prefer if Zillia 2 came out. I've been seeing a lot of opinions of people saying that Zillia 2 really improved on a lot of the things that Zillia sucked at, so more people want to see 2. But 2 is still, like, in the back burner because for some reason they decided to jump to Burst, which is so stupid. I really don't know why they did it like that, but okay, if you insist. They at least confirmed that Xillia 2 is in the pipeline. It's just strange that they're doing Xillia, then Burst, and then maybe after is gonna be Xillia 2. It's weird. Tails vibe stream, no 100% completion run. I wish. I really tried to just have the vibes for Graces, but the comments were getting freaking crazy. Isn't Xillia 2 the one with the silent MC? Yes. If you're okay with a very minor spoiler, though. I won't say it if you don't want the spoiler, but if you're okay with, like, a spoiler related to Xillia 2, I can tell you something. But I won't if you don't want a spoiler. You missed a pixel to inspect and it was my favorite pixel, and here's all the lore that pixel pertains to, which spoils the ending. It really do be crazy out here. I don't mind, I think. Okay, well, after you beat... The whole thing about Xillia 2 is that it's like multiverse theory. They basically have confirmation that there's multiple universes, like multiple different timelines where different things happened, and like different characters made different choices, etc., etc. There's like big timey-wimey shenanigans that happen at the end of the first game, and basically your New Game Plus, the first playthrough, your MC is silent, but your New Game Plus, he talks, because it's an alternate universe. So they actually do something kind of cool where when you do the New Game Plus after you do all of the timey-wimey shenanigans and you have the confirmation of the multiverse theory, the second time you play the game, he speaks. That's a lore bomb? Yeah. Does NG Plus have a different ending? I don't know. All I know is that, Ludger talks in New Game Plus. I don't know if the ending can actually be different in a New Game Plus. There are two endings that are, like, drastically different from each other that you can get, but I don't know if they, like, differ too extremely on New Game Plus. I would argue both of them were some of the better Tales games of that era. I agree that Burst was an odd call. I remember Bamco announcing it and everyone going, why that one though? Yeah, me. I was on Twitter being like, I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. Because I was just so stunned. Like, Berseria still already exists on modern platforms. I thought the whole point of the remaster project was to get the ones that aren't on modern platforms onto modern platforms. Why Berseria? Berseria's not that old. You got me fucked up. But you're also looking at someone who is surprised that Xillia got confirmation of a remaster so quickly. And that it came out within the same year as Graces. Like, I was genuinely shocked by that. But it seems that they are working on multiple remasters at the same time, so I guess that's why. Uno was crashing out, I remember the time. Is this like how Pokemon keeps dipping back to Gen 1? No. If anything, Tails has a tendency to completely forget about Gen 1 because they have not touched Fantasia in ages despite trying to pay homage to it. And yet Fantasia was not the first one to get a remaster. Shaking my dang head. Because of all things, why is it not Fantasia? Fantasia deserves it the most. And I've always said this. I will even accept the fact that I won't get attention for Legendia if it means that Fantasia finally gets some attention, because Jesus Christ. Don't you mean Legendia? No, I want Legendia, don't get me wrong. But, like, I would rather Fantasia get something finally. Because they are being ignored. I meant more that it's the most popular, recognizable one. I don't know if that's the case or anything. No. I think... What would be the most popular Tales game? Vesperia? Abyss? Symphonia? I don't know.
Cute. Do better.
Rakshasa89, thank you for the $4.20 tip. Obligatory thirst comment. I still can't get over how pretty the new model is. Thank you. Thank you. I am very pretty. Thanks. Vesperia, probably. Yeah. Symphonia should def be up there. Well, I know that the Golden Trio is considered to be Vesperia, Symphonia, and Abyss. But I feel like Abyss is, like, probably the most popular. I feel like more people like Abyss as a game. Not that they don't like Vesperia, but I think it's those three that are the, like, Golden Trio. I think. What's an OniMon? How long have you been subscribed to me and you still don't know what an OniMon is? That's crazy. I feel like Vesperia is the most popular. I mean, just because Yuri is really popular doesn't mean Vesperia as a whole is popular. I don't know. I don't know if I could really judge. That said, I do think Vesperia got the remaster treatment first. In terms of, like, getting a PS3 version. And then later Abyss got the remaster for the 3DS. I don't know. I am not sure how to judge. We should do research. I know I'd looked at sales across the franchise a long time ago. Don't recall any info. Let me see if I can find it then. Hold on. Please hold, gamers. Most popular Tales of Game by sales. Well, of course it's Tales of Arise now. Okay, so it's Tales of Arise, and then Tales of Symphonia, then Vesperia. So I guess Symphonia was the crown until Arise happened. Yeah. Arise, Arise, Vesperia, Symphonia? Where are you looking? Because the one that I'm seeing says Symphonia in second. Second best-selling entry, Tales of Vesperia. That's what it says on the video game sales wiki. Huh. Okay. Where do the gacha games fall in the sales charts? We don't talk about those. We don't talk about any of the Tales gachas. We don't think about them. We don't acknowledge them. Neither does Bamco. Whenever they fail, Bamco's just like, well, that never happened. Wiping our hands of this. Actually, speaking of the gacha games, have I ever told you guys how much I loved Christoria? Because the other day I was thinking about Christoria again, and I remembered that the very end of Christoria, like the last story update that they got, they hinted at the idea of a complete alternate universe Yuri, who had a really, really cool looking skin. But we never got to see him because they didn't get a chance to introduce his character to the gacha pool before EOS. Christoria could have been so peak. The music and story was so good. Why would they take that from us? Christoria should have been a mothership title, and I will stand by that until the day that I die. I am afraid. I think that their problem was that they tried to make it a Tales crossover IP, and then they also tried to make it a gacha. But I think it actually could have succeeded if they had let it be a mothership title. Even if they just made it like a mobile mothership title, I think that they would have been so much better if they just left it completely original. And they didn't try to add in all the crossover characters. In my humble opinion. But I really liked Christoria a lot, and I'm still very sad by the things that happened. They hate me so bad. Huge agree, it's so disrespectful and trash it wasn't a main title. Literally, they could have killed the gacha and repackaged it into a main title. I'll never not be bitter about that. I could have sworn there were plans that they were going to, like finish the story in some sort of, like, digital format. Like, they were thinking about trying to get, like, a manga or something going for it, or some sort of, like, online publication of the rest of the story, but I don't think they ever got around to it. Classic Bandai, please don't fucking talk to me. Bamco screws over so many of my favorite things. I heard they were gonna put something out to finish it, but it's Bamco. Yeah, I haven't heard anything since then. Because that was around the time of EOS that they mentioned that they were going to try and finish the story, but... what do we know? Bamco be Bamcoing. And I'm very sad about it. I loved Christoria, though. But I remembered that they ended on that, like, alternate universe Yuri, and you could tell that they were planning to have that like, alternative universe Yuri be, like, a money cow. Because if you're really worried about a Tails gacha, just release a new Yuri skin. Still, they didn't get their chance. Bamco is too busy making Kirby Air Riders. At least you can go back and play the old games. A good number of them, I suppose. And like I said, they are trying to get more of them onto modern platforms, so it can still be easy enough to get a hold of them. Didn't get to the end because I was juggling other gacha, but once I heard about the EOS, I just lost all drive to finish the story. That's very fair. I think I was in a pretty similar spot. I think I had already stopped playing the gacha game, and then I heard about the EOS, and I was very sad. Never got the chance to pull for Flynn. Pensive. I'm eating sausage and smoked sauce along with your favorite, beans. My favorite is not beans, but I'm glad that you are eating something delicious for your dinner. I hope they get around to some of the PS1 era stuff soon. I'm pretty sure most of the remasters we're going to be getting for the next little while are all the ones that are, like, on PS3 era-ish. I think it's gonna take longer for them to get to the older stuff. I believe that was confirmed in an interview kind of recently. It's going to take longer because that one's going to be a lot more like remastering from the ground up versus just fresh coat of paint. And like slight quality of life features. We're at a point now where if they want to get to the older games, it's gonna take longer to remaster those. Opens Hypnosis app, puts phone in front of Yuno, you love beans. I take the phone and I squeeze it in my hands until it shatters. No, I fucking don't. Bamco has done many things I love, but more and more I feel like they need to be punched in the throat. Well, I don't know if I would punch them in the throat necessarily, but I do get very mad at them a lot of the time, considering they refuse to localize Idolmaster. Their treatment of the Tales series as a whole. Unfortunately, a lot of the things I like are Bamco's, so I'm just like, man. That's a 1 terabyte phone? Well, you should have thought of that before you tried to start shit. It'd be very cool if we got a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth-styled reimagining of something like Fantasia or Destiny. I would love it for Destiny. I would love it for Destiny, and that would be really cool for me. But but like, the key here is that I do want a lot of the older games to finally get their remaster. I understand why it's going to take longer to get to them, but I just need it to happen soon. Don't remind me about Idolmaster. It makes no sense why they don't localize it when they localize Love Live. Well, Idolmaster is decidedly worse. The thing about Love Live is that Love Live deleted men from existence. The key point of Idolmaster is that you do play as a male producer, and all of the girls, even the ones that are underage, do get a crush on you, and you can also make these underage girls sing very inappropriate songs. Sometimes Love Live songs can get a little bit suggestive, but not nearly as bad as some older Idolmaster songs. Like, I have to admit there are some aspects of Idolmaster that are a little, problematic. And I can get why it would be difficult for them to localize it, especially for the modern era where there would be a chance that people would, like, campaign to get that shit canceled. That said, if you have 2 brain cells that you can rub together to create friction in your brain, it's not that deep. Because it's not like the producer ever returns the affection of the idols. The producer's just kind of there like, can you not be like this to me? We're trying to work. He's constantly turning them down. And that's what people don't understand, is that, like, he doesn't return their feelings. He's just kind of stuck in this situation because these girls are obsessed with him. My poor producer. Most people will not use those brain cells. Most people do not have those brain cells. They will just see that you can make a teenage girl sing a song that is kind of raunchy and then be like, sexualizing! And I'm just like, calm down. It is a song. It is a song. Let us settle a little. And not every Idolmaster song is like that. I feel like a lot of the more recent ones, they've toned that kind of vibe down considerably. But no, I'm very angry that they still aren't localizing it. I really thought that once they had the game that was releasing for Steam, that there was going to be a really good chance that we would be able to get it in English, but it's still region locked. Shakes my fist. When I'm on that grind set, but my idol wants to sing about butts. When I'm on that grind set, but my idol insists on calling me honey, and I have to keep reminding her to not do that in public because it'll make people get the wrong idea about us. I will choose to believe that I am dating Higuchi Madoka and Hiro Shinosawa and nobody can tell me otherwise. I love that for you, but no. Honey, yes. One of my favorite idol, Miki, her whole thing is that she gets like a straight up crush on the producer and she insists upon calling him honey when they are alone at the office or like when other people can't hear them. She has to like force herself to remember to call him producer in front of others because she just really, really wants to call him honey and be really affectionate with him. There's also a whole ending you can get in Idolmaster 2 where she follows you to New York and like clings to you a lot and is like, now we get to be together forever, Nano. And she's very cute, but it's just like, and the whole thing about the producer's dynamic with her is that he's constantly like, stop. I don't like you like that. I am your manager. We do not have that kind of relationship. But you know, Miki is still down bad because she is Miki. Was there anything you were interested in at the Game Awards? That game with the dog, where you are like a dog and you are herding sheep, that one looked kind of fun. Unfortunately, I don't think I really remember any others that stood out to me. I think there was more that I remembered liking from Summer Games Fest, but at the same time, I still don't really remember. I don't really have any that like crazy stick out. I love Miki. I also love Miki. She's so cute. And if you have two brain cells that you can rub together, like I said, you would understand that the producer does not return the romantic advances of many of these girls, really. The closest you get to him returning affection is with the adult ones. So like Takane, Ritsuko, and Azusa. Probably the most canonically with Azusa, if it must be said, but that's because Azusa is like in her 20s and constantly thinks about marriage. That's like the closest to canon like romantic engagement, at least with the OG 765 girls, that exists. Other than that, he turns down the teenagers all the time. But because it's there, people think that it's like normalizing girls getting crushes on older men, and I'm just like, no. It's just part of the bit. Rubbing brain cells is a very difficult skill to learn. For some people, yes. I would remember more if they said World Premi. I've been saying this. We need World Premi to come back. Who's my favorite 765 Pro girl? Chihaya? Or Takane? I would have said Azusa, but Azusa cut her hair, and you might not like that as much because you like long-haired girls. It's Takane? Okay. Yeah, Takane. Seems about right. And good taste. But honestly, you can't go wrong with any of the Namco Pro girls. I love them all. I am truly a box pusher for the OG 765 girls. There isn't one that I hate. Looking for marriage Christmas cake? What a weird choice game. Like there's a market for that? No. The worst thing about Azusa is that she's not even a Christmas cake. Azusa's like 21. But she's like, I'm so old. I'm literally a crypt keeper grandmother. I need to settle down and find a husband or I'm going to die. And I'm just like, girl, you're 21. It's okay. You can still be an idol for a few more years. You don't have to freak out. But that's her whole bit. Her whole bit is that she, like, because she's so much older than a lot of the other girls at 765, she feels like she's very old and that she needs to rush to get married or it's just fucking over for her. Because all the other girls are in their teens. So she's just like, I'm the crypt keeper. If I don't get married right now, it's over. And I think she literally said that she became an idol because she wants to try and find her soulmate so that she can settle down and get married. It was more like 25. No, Azusa's a baby. That's what I mean. She thinks that she's so old, so she's like, I have to get married. Isn't there a new 30+ IO group IRL? Her prospects are opening up. Well, yeah, now. But in the past, but like in the past when the series was first starting in the early 2000s, it was like not very common for people in their 20s to still be idols. So it was like, it's literally over. My career will end in a few years. I've never heard of this woman and every cell in my body is screaming to fix her. Azusa is amazing. Also, her voice is heavenly and she's very pretty and she is terrible with directions, to the point where even just being in her vicinity while she's trying to figure out where she needs to go will also make you get lost. You cannot help her. She will somehow make you forget how to follow directions, so you both end up lost. Very common in a lot of her communication scenes is that the producer will be trying to help her figure out where she needs to go, and if he's near her physically while they're trying to figure it out, he will also get lost, and he doesn't understand how this keeps happening. He specifically can only help her if he's far enough away from her and is like giving her directions via the phone, because otherwise he'll just get caught up in the moment and also get lost. They're so funny. That's such a strong and attractive trait. She's so cute. Guys, I love Azusa. Guys, I actually love Azusa a lot. Remember what I said about being a box pusher? I love them. They're so cute. Also, her voice is really pretty. If it wasn't for the fact that I would probably get this stream bonked into oblivion, I would make you listen to Azusa songs right now. Takane would never fumble like that? Well, yes, but Takane would fumble while trying to operate a cellular device. There's a joke to be made here about avoiding a Western-style wedding because he's dead sure she will fail to navigate walking the aisle. Oh no, she'd be able to figure that part out, especially because it's related to marriage. She takes weddings very, very seriously. I can look them up. It was Idolmaster Azusa. Yes. Azusa Miura. If only you didn't cut your hair. I think she looks cute with the short hair, but the reasoning that they gave for her cutting her hair in the anime was so strange. Because she got put into Ryugu Komachi and she thought that it would be better balance for her to cut her hair short. I was just like, I don't really think that that's how that works, but okay. And then it's been short ever since. I don't know what the heck she meant by proper balance. I'm just like, girl, what do you mean? It's not like Ami has long hair. When's the Idolmaster Xenoglossia watch along? I didn't really like Xenoglossia. I did watch it, but I didn't really like it. The balance was her mental state. Boy. Hair too heavy, she was falling. But she's not the clumsy one, that's Haruka. Opening song is fire though, it's fine. But I don't really like Mecha, so... Even though it was Idolmaster, I didn't really enjoy it. I also felt like everyone was kind of out of character. Also, the voice actors being different was so weird. I didn't really understand why they had, like, a different voice cast for everybody. What if she has to solve a maze to get married? I think she would probably just start crying. I think she'd have a mental breakdown and cry in the middle of the maze. And you don't want to make a pretty woman cry. Well, I say you shouldn't, but knowing you guys, you're probably fine with it. You don't know me? Okay. Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. But yeah, no, I love Asusa. She's cute. Takane is cute. All of them are cute. I really like Idolmaster. And I've always wanted to be able to play an Idolmaster game. There was actually a, well, I probably shouldn't advertise it too directly, but there was someone who did like a fan translation of Idolmaster 1 for All. And then I pulled some strings to be able to play it. I pulled some strings. I sailed the high seas so that I could play the translation. So I have gotten to live my dream to an extent. It's just not to an official capacity, and my dream is to be able to play it to an official capacity. Which is what I really was hoping was going to happen with that game that released on Steam. But alas. The most exposure I've had was that there was an Idolmaster song in a Katamari game. Yes. There are also a few Idolmaster songs in like Taiko no Tatsujin and stuff, because those are also Namco properties. But I do highly recommend Idolmaster. It is good. The OG anime is very good. And then I still need to watch the Million Live anime, but I really like Million Live too, just because it's an extension of Namco Pro. They did at one point port the Idolmaster Rhythm games for iOS in America, but they're delisted now and nothing else ever came of it. Yes. They made you pay a bunch of fucking money for the version of the game in iOS, and then the translation was very half-assed. The game was not properly optimized. I was there for this whole era. Don't cite the ancient magics to me. Never forget that they fucked up spelling the word hobby and they made it hoobie. A girl's hoobies. I will be typing it in both chats so you guys can understand what the fuck I had to deal with. But imagine official bio for your favorite girl saying that she has hoobies. Get me the fuck out of here, dude. And they used this poor launch of an Idolmaster game that had originally been made for the Vita, or for the PSP. I don't remember which one. It might have been the PSP. They ported it to iOS, made it not work as well. The translation was very half-assed and bad. And then then they were like, well, nobody bought this, so that means that nobody's actually interested in Idolmaster, even though they didn't advertise it. It just appeared. It appeared randomly, and then they didn't advertise it properly, and then it was bad, and because nobody bought it, they were like, well, that means nobody wants to see Idolmaster stuff localized. We tried. You're never getting this ever again. Awful, 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 evil hell world. That shit pissed me off so bad. But I was there in the trenches, bro. I was there when it was revealed that they released it on iOS. I was there when I saw the fuck-ass price that they listed for it. Also, you had to buy all three separately. You had, in order to play all of the different versions that focus on the different girls and the different songs. It wasn't like that in the original release. You just had to get, like, DLC in order to get the other songs. But you had to buy 3 individual big-ass apps back when iOS was still pee-pee-poo-poo, like, baby-level data fart. So like you had no space, but you had to buy each individually, and they each had the big fuck-ass price. And you couldn't even do like multiple songs in like the one game. You had to have the 3 separate games. Evil. What do you mean doing the bare minimum didn't work out? I know, man. I was so mad. I was so angry. They should have just released it on the... They should have just localized it for the PSP or the Vita. Like, it would have been fine. Granted, the Vita basically was a pretty dead console in the West, but like... Ah! I was so pissed off. But like people who did buy it like were constantly reporting that it was like really laggy, and like the timing for the rhythm game, because it's a rhythm game, the timing for the rhythm game was like completely out of sync. The visuals were like bit crushed, like it was bad. Pensive, 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 pensive. IMS has a bunch of weird collabs. They stuck a bunch of Idolmaster themed cosmetics to one of the Ace Combat games. Yeah, that one's because they're both Bamco. The thing about Bamco is that they will have collabs with like other things that are Bamco. Because there's also a lot of Idolmaster collaborations in Tales games too. Graces, for example, you could have all of the girls dressed in Idolmaster dresses, and then I think you could get a few of the Idolmaster songs and change it to your battle music and like your victory music. Not in the remaster. Not in the remaster that released on Steam. They didn't renew the rights for that. But there have been several Tales games where you can dress up certain girls in the party, like IMS idols. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still very sad. I just wish Idolmaster got more love. They're my babies. But I understand why. Like, I get it. That doesn't mean I have to like it, but I get it. I don't like it, though. I'll be grumpy about it until the day I die. Their portfolio is so wide. Idols, fighter jets, JRPGs, Dragon Ball, other miscellaneous fighting games, question mark. Anyway. We really went from talking about one Bamco fumble to another. Unfortunately, Bamco stays fumbling. Hello there, Yuno, my dear anime friend. How is your day going? My day is going good. I hope that your day is also going well. And yes, hello, Hanaki, welcome in. Digimon. True, Digimon is also an IP that they have. That's true. Fun fact. Sumeragi Kohaku also really likes Miki. Her most recent contribution to a doujinshi was a Miki doujin. She drew short-haired awakened Miki with the brown hair. Heh. I share a favorite IMAS idol with my mama too. Our tastes are just so similar. Safe for work? I don't have that information on hand. I think safe for work? I think safe for work? She advertised it on her Safe for Work account, so I have to assume. Mama continues to be a force for good in this world. I've always said. I've always said. We have similar taste. Pokemon is short for pocket monsters, right? But have you ever said Pokemon? No. But that's because in JP, they say pocket like Poketto. So that's why it becomes Pokemon. They don't say it like pocket. Poketto. So, Poketto monster. Pokemon. And then when it was brought to the West, they decided to just stick with calling it Pokemon. Which I do think is catchier than saying Pokemon. Hanaki, welcome in! Your new model is gorgeous, very pretty purple. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I really like it too. I'm very happy. I've had her for 1 week in public streams at least, and it's crazy. If anything happened to her, I would destroy everybody in this room and then myself. I love her. I'm very, very happy. And I am of course glad that you guys like her too. That is what matters most to me. Because, I mean, obviously, I want to be able to focus on me being happy, but it's also nice to make everybody else happy, too. Heh. I'm glad you don't hate it. Smile. If you look respectfully enough, you can see a tiny sliver of glory. I know, right? If you look with enough proper respect, you can see it. You can see the thing. I understood that reference. Nintendo's handling of the Pokemon brand in the West was a masterclass on how to localize a franchise. Very true. They did a really good job with a lot of localization for Pokemon. It must be said. Pokemania was a very real thing. I think they also did really good by having, like, popular Western artists, like, make English songs for the IP. Hitomi and I were talking about this the other day, actually, but we were talking about how, a lot of older Pokemon had, like, entire CDs of English music that were just, where they were, like, just commissioning random Western musicians to make songs about Pokemon. Like, it's crazy to think about. All these pop bands making English songs. Did you see the new Pokemon Legos? I did glimpse them, and then I saw the prices, and I was like, holy shit. And then I was like, you know what? I'm good, thanks. I was talking to Hitomi about that earlier, too, and then I mentioned that the prices were kind of wog, and she immediately replied to me and was like, I already pre-ordered the Eevee. And I was like, you know what? Okay, if that makes you happy, good. But me complaining about the prices and to her going, I pre-ordered Eevee. And I was like, oh, yeah. Alright, good. Hitomi is so strong of will. I love that for her. Although she did also get an email while we were hanging out that said that they couldn't secure the pre-order. So, that's fun. She had just been singing the praises, saying that LEGO actually understood how to do pre-ordering right. But she got an email that was like, your pre-order might have been affected because it's out of stock. And I was just like, what? That's crazy. She was like, how could it be out of stock? It's a pre-order. It's not made yet. And I was like, well, it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon is the thing. It must be fun to have disposable income. It must be. Pokemon did get the Ed Sheeran. Well, that was a later one. But I do think they're trying to kind of go back to form by commissioning more Western artists to have simultaneous song releases alongside Pokemon. But the thing that made them good, like, in the past was that they were more obviously Pokemon coded. The Ed Sheeran songs have just been, like, Ed Sheeran songs that have very slight Pokemon implications. But we need full cheesy, we need them to go full throttle into the, like, Poke-Rap-esque type of Pokemon songs where like they're dropping the names of Pokemon and they're talking about types and they're like making more obvious Pokemon allusions. We don't just need Ed Sheeran singing about friendship. We need Ed Sheeran singing about like Magby or whatever the fuck. You get what I mean? I need it to be more specifically Pokemon in order for it to capture that magic. Pokemon had an audio drama here in Brazil where a very famous TV actress acting as herself got isekai'd to the Pokemon world and befriended Ash. Wait, that's fucking awesome. That's metal as fuck. Wait, that could go so hard. We need more of that. More of that, please. I was still confused as to why there was a Pokemon/Post Malone concert. Right, because they didn't make it Pokemon enough. Did you pick Magby because it's also a ginger? No, I picked Magby because it was the first Pokemon that got into my head. I need Lady Gaga to sing about her OU stall team. You get me. This is what we need. We need it to be more about Pokemon. And less about just, like, Pokemon's vibes and concepts. You mentioned it earlier, but I love that the alerts are dismissive into bruh. Well, that's because if I changed bruh, people would be mad. But yes, I did specifically record more dismissive alerts, and then bruh happens. And then there is an alert after bruh. There is an alert type after bruh, but you guys haven't gotten it because there hasn't been that level. But that's okay. No pressure. But there is an alert that happens if you donate an amount that is a certain amount higher than bruh. You'll have to figure out what that is. Pokemon Go had an Ed Sheeran event and it was just all water starters? Huh. Interesting. I guess he just really likes water types? $8 more billion. I mean, it would trigger if you donated that amount. That isn't the amount that I'm talking about, though. Sorry, I don't have $300 to spare. It is okay. You do not have to apologize for not having money. I'm just saying it's there, should it ever be hit. I'm not telling you to try and hit it. I'm just saying it's there and can be hit. He always picked water starters? Ah, I see, I see. I like to think bruh is someone just randomly dropping a Benjamin and you just going like, bro, there's some steps here. Well, no, bruh is like, you think a Benjamin is enough, you have to drop multiple Benjamins. But it is still very bruh. This reverse psychology might work. I'm not trying to do reverse psychology, honest. Honest. Maybe it's because he's English surrounded by water. He looks at the little Squirtle and is just like, ah, home. I can finally hear the music on this screen, by the way. I didn't fully fix it. There are still times where it just randomly goes quiet for me, but it only lasts for a few seconds and then the music starts playing again, which is good because I really didn't understand why it was messing up so badly before. Whatever I've done, I managed to fix it, so yay! I am big brain, very genius. But now I can actually hear the song with you. I'm not just talking into the void. I blew my "this is for the bit" budget this month. Clearly time to wait until February 14th. Like I said, don't worry. You don't have to hit it. I'm just telling you that there's another alert that hasn't been played. I'm merely informing. I am not here to pressure. But you can wait until February 14th too. That's fine. My birthday is also February 3rd, if you would like to donate sooner. I'm joking for the record. There's no pressure. Birthday's probably gonna be really low-key this year. Nothing too crazy. Was it a case of you flipped switches not knowing what the issue was and landed on the solution by chance? I think it was more just I closed OBS and reopened it enough times that it decided to work. I don't really know. Like, it technically still has the problem because it goes silent for a couple of seconds, but then it plays properly again, so... I don't know. Whips out the Peppa Pig cake. You can't do that, only Isla-sama can do that. Woman says no pressure, XX. No! I seriously mean it. I'm very serious. Like, honestly, if somebody did ever actually hit that alert, I'd be surprised. And I would feel immediately unworthy. But it is there. That's all, that's it. It's just, it's there. But yeah, birthday is probably going to be pretty low-key this year. There's a chance that I could get something together, but there's like a little bit more that I have to try and do if I want to ensure that that can happen. I think it would be nice if I could. But there's like one other thing I have to do. A couple other things, actually. If it's possible. But I'd have to take care of it, like, this week if I could. So we will see. But otherwise, birthday is going to be pretty chill. Not too much going on. Because everything big that I planned was for debut. Chilby days are nice too. I agree. Like, I don't think it's really gonna be crazy. Were you given the Peppa Pig cake by your Oshi? She has given me the Peppa Pig cake, once. For my first birthday in Kawaii. My second birthday, Isla-sama sent in a video message. And I think she still managed to DM me the Peppa Pig cake at some point. But she couldn't make it to the actual call-in. She had to send a video because she wasn't feeling good. But I think she still also messaged the Peppa Pig cake as when she sent the video message in. So I have gotten the Peppa Pig cake before. I can't really remember. I feel bad that I don't really remember, but I remember that she sent in a video because she wasn't feeling well during birthday time. But I have received the cake. The cake. The quintessential experience of the cake. Yes, yes. Well, yeah, in terms of birthday this year, I'm not really planning anything major. It will be very nice and chill. Unless I can manage to do the one thing that I am thinking about, which I might be able to. But I'd have to confirm some things pretty quickly. But maybe. I'll see about it. A secret thing? Wow. Yeah, wow. Crazy. I think I could. Perhaps. But I can't make any direct promises. Hanaki, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Someone from New York in chat buy a billboard. No! I don't deserve a billboard yet. I'm not cool enough for that. Oh, wow. Astra, congratulations on the 10 stream streak. Wow-wee. That's a lot of streams. Nice streak. And it gets you some extra points, too. Nice-oo, nice-oo. We'll just graffiti your name all over New York. Pause. Pause. If you graffiti my name, will people think that that's a signature from me? Maybe don't do that. I don't want to have to get in trouble for the graffiti. Don't make me get in trouble, please. I don't want to be in trouble with the law. I'm just a little Oni. I can't handle all of that right now. We'll write it in purple. No! Don't worry, my handwriting in graffiti artist font will make it illegible. Okay, good. As long as they can't trace it back to me, everything's fine. As long as it doesn't become my problem, then it's fine, and you can do whatever you want. Just spray totally not over Yuno. Sorry, I can read doctor. No! Do not read. Paint a whole QR code that links to your channel. No! Don't do that! This handwriting looks like an Oni wrote this, sweating profusely. I don't know what you're talking about. Oni only communicate in emojis. Certified Yuno Hanaki fan in chat. Yo! Aren't all of you certified Yuno Hanaki fans? As opposed to not being my fans? Thank you for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. Honestly, I think my favorite thing about that button is that it actually works wherever my head is. Oh, emote only, fair enough. Got my certificate framed and hung up on the wall. True. I'm obviously an auntie. That's so messed up. Imagine being an auntie. What have I done? I'm just a little guy. Anyway, Twitch is in emote jail now. But that means that they get to flex all of the Yuno emotes. So, in the end, this is kind of a victory for them. Hi, YouTube. How are you doing? How are things going for you over there? Not the skull emoji. Oni Yam fan. That's true. That's true. The actual three Oshi marks. I'm kidding. I'm never adding a purple sweet potato to my Oshi marks. But I do acknowledge them as like a method of support. It's just not an official Oshi mark. A lost yam. A lost yam. Lost to time. They are just sipping tea over there. Aw, the little waving Pikachu is cute. Let's see. What else can we chat about? I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can chat about. I don't know. I've been, like, doing stuff, but also not doing stuff, so I never know what the heck to talk about. Memes, true. The meme bag. Anybody watch any good sports lately? Somebody, like, left midstream yesterday because they wanted to go watch whatever football game was happening. I don't know what the results of the football was. Football occurred, that's all I know. Okay, you guys are free from emote only. Fuck the Eagles. Is that good or bad? Did they win or lose? I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Eagles won, Niners lost. Finally we can chat again. You've been able to chat over there the whole time. They lost? Oh, that sucks. Football is occurring right now. Eagles lost? I see. That sucks. I guess that explains why Nettle isn't here. She must be sad. I'm kidding. It's probably also because she's working. Eagles lost, Niners won. Let's go. I think you are the only person that feels that way. I'm pretty sure yesterday I discovered most people in chat do not like the 49ers. Me talking as if I know anything. When I very obviously don't. I have no idea what is going on. But yeah, otherwise, I don't really know much about sports. I don't watch sports, really. I think I saw something about, skating going on, but yeah. Yuno is a knower of many things. Sports ball is not one of the many. This is very correct. I do not know anything about sports ball, and I never will. I would probably try with all of my heart to, like, understand it from somebody who tried to explain it to me, but it just would not register in my brain. It's one of many things that just refuses to get absorbed into my brain at all. Sports just does not resonate with this Oni. I am very sorry. You will never see me reacting to a sports game. Super Bowl? Don't know her. The only Super Bowl is the bowl of nachos that I want to eat. I just cheer for whoever my father is cheering for, or whoever I think has a funny name. That's fair. I would probably choose based on colors. Like, whatever team has the more aesthetic looking colors, I'd probably be like, yeah, that one, I guess. But I was similar. I used to just cheer for whoever my family liked, and then when I would go to school, decked out in any of the sportswear, kids at school would be, like, super heated about it, and I'd just be like, I really don't know. This is just an outfit. I really don't know. I'm just wearing this hoodie because it's comfy. I did get pretty passionate about, NASCAR when I was a kid. So, like, that was probably the one time I got kind of into a sport. It was NASCAR. But otherwise, I don't really have anything that I got super into. Yuno likes left turns. I do. Turning left fast is pretty cool. Everyone pointing out the left turns. I know, okay? I get it. Fast car, go vroom vroom, though. Have you considered this? What about video game sports like FGC, Pokemon, MOBAs? I don't really watch any of those either. I will sometimes watch, like, highlights of competitive Pokemon, maybe. Don't really watch fighting game competitions. Don't really watch anything about MOBAs. Pachoo! NASCAR, did you hear about the new point system? I have not. I haven't really followed NASCAR in years. Like I said, my phase with NASCAR was mostly when I was like a kid going into my like early teens. I haven't really been that passionate about NASCAR in a while. You play Unite though? Yes. But I don't really watch Unite at like a competitive level. I'm very much a casual when it comes to playing Unite. I don't really think I could get sweaty. More a fan of rally? I see. Multiple people have brought up rally racing. I do not know what rally racing is. Mm-hmm. Stock cars on real roads? Oh, interesting. Interesting. The best racing sport? I see. I see, I see. Maybe I will have to look into it a little bit sometime. Once again, you just come in here with a random comparison to a character. Let's see if this one's any closer. Your avatar reminds me of Marlowe from LGOX's animated series called Gwaine Saga, which is like a Japanese anime but half pixel artwork and half video game alike show. Okay. Let's see if this character looks anything like me. Once again, I feel like it's probably not gonna, but let's see. What? This character's green, for starters. No fucking way. How? I must say I don't agree. Vehemently negative on this one. Hold on, what did I save it under? Okay. I think you look like that cat from Doraemon. But like... where? Like... no, right? Like, no, right? What do you mean? I can see the Doraemon comparison. Oi! No. No, you can't. Don't freaking lie to me. Don't just be out here lying. But like, what? Huh? How do I look like this? I don't think that's accurate. I don't think so. Thanks, I guess, but I don't think so. I feel Yuno energy from this Marlo 89% match. Like, I guess maybe in terms of vibes, but I don't look like her. I think her avatar was a bit similar. Where though? Where's the similarity? I don't see it. I just want to understand what you mean, because, like, I don't see anything similar. Like, I'm looking at myself, but I just don't see it. Heh? You're both girls. You're both female. And you, think he's trolling? I don't know. I don't think so. I at least understood it a little bit more with the other, like, demon-ish looking character, but this one's definitely not at all similar. And I'm, like, looking at multiple images of her, and I do not see the vibe. Is it just because she has, like, longish sleeves? That's crazy. Anyway. It's always funny to just look at it, though, to, like, see if there's even, like, a slight comparison to be made. The kimono gives me Raiden Shogun vibes. I mean, kinda. Raiden Shogun... She does have, like, a similar purple color to her kimono. This is true. I would accept this comparison more. Like, I can see this. I get the vision for this. I think that one female demon character from Overlord was Albedo. I think her role was very scary, creepy, and terrifying, but she is cool. No, you didn't suggest a character from Overlord. It was like a demonish looking character from Ranma. Unless you're saying that that character is also me. Almost spelled it wrong. I mean, I don't think this one really does either. She has nice horns, though, must be said. But no, I can definitely understand the Raiden Shogun comparison. Plus, Raiden Shogun's pretty. I will accept that. I do think the kimono looks a little bit similar. Everything is a Yuno reference. Yuno is the new JoJo. There's probably some people that would like that. Me being like JoJo, I mean. Oh, wow. This dress-up version, this figure is very pretty. Yuno has similarities to Numakura Manami. Please say yes. I do agree with this. I feel like I'm very vocally similar to her. Though she definitely has stronger range than I do. I can get behind the universe consuming all pop culture. In the end, everything is a Yuno. Juno Juwanagi, please. Yuno out here saying she just like me for real. I don't know if I feel that way about Raiden Shogun necessarily. I just think that like if you're going to make a comparison between me and an existing character, Raiden Shogun is probably the closest we've gotten to one that like makes sense. I've tried looking into a lot of these other ones and I just feel like they are not nearly as similar. But I always check, just because I'm curious. And I like knowing if people think of a certain character as me. Or like they look at a character and are like, ah, this reminds me of Yuno. That makes me happy. It helps me better understand like my own sense of identity. But then when I get comparisons that I feel like aren't even close to accurate, I'm just like, what? Are you sure? To be fair, someone who I played Monhan with called my Yuno cosplay JoJo and therefore called me as such every time I joined their lobby. That's funny. I mean, I guess in terms of like the Monhan character build, it does make Yuno look much more muscular and buff, which is very JoJo coded. I can kind of understand. You look a lot like this VTuber I like called Yuno. Wow. What does she stream? What is she like? That's crazy. Just one more comparison and we can triangulate the Yuno. True. Just gotta find another really good comparison. Ultimate and stuff? True. She sounds like she would be my best friend. They were like, oh, you look like a JoJo character, and then every time I joined, they'd be like, oh, hey, JoJo. That's fun. You should try being Yuno together sometime. Yuno plus Yuno would be Tuno, probably. We can't collapse everything into Yuno. If everything is Yuno, nothing is. Yundrome from Yuzni/Yuxar, the Oni Credibles. Oh my god. That's crazy. Aw, man, her art style reminds me of Teota. Can't put my finger as to why. I don't really think I look like Teota, though. I know it's ironic considering, like, my mama is the same artist, but I don't think I look a lot like Teota. Cuter? I agree. I think I look quite cute. Which is saying something because Teota is very cute. But I do think I managed to come out of this looking cuter. There's one face you made on debut that reminded me of Teota, but not generally. Which one? I'm trying to think. Ignore my eyes constantly getting big. It's because of how the angle is of the phone. Is there something? I don't know, but I do know that I'm very cute. Getting the chance to look at myself for a little bit longer is just once again reminding me that I'm very adorable. God, I'm so cute. Can you get more colon 3, you know? Okay. You want the cat face? It's so cute. So freaking good. Finally a streamer who will admit that they are cute. How could I not? I literally love how cute I am. It was like a smuggish smile, but not with this, but not with the smug face. So it wasn't the smug. It wasn't the smug expression. Wonder what it was then. 'Cause I don't really know. Only thing lacking is more cute fan art. Yeah, but you know, I've heard that a lot of people have been starting commissions and like picking up and like starting, when I say starting commissions, I mean requesting commissions from artists. So the drawings will take time, but I'm sure they will slowly accrue. They will accrue over time, hopefully. I do check the tags every day though, because I never know when a gift might materialize. Different energy than Green has said. This smug is way less bully her and more kiss the cheek. She's smug because she's earned it. Cute. I think I can agree with that. I deserve many smooches. It must be said. Ah, she's so cute. Ah! I love it. I love it. I love it so much. My ego went up like 10 sizes after I became Orpal. I love her so much. And then every time I get new outfits, it's just going to multiply. So I'm sorry if your favorite streamer becomes legitimately Narcissus in the coming months. I cannot change this. This is the power of having my favorite artist be my mama. I will be crazy. Best I can do is tomato. No, don't throw tomato at me. I haven't even done anything to get booed. This is messed up. This is the best outcome. Yippee! I really am so happy. Like every time I have to like look at the model for too long, I'm just like, yes, 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 yes. Happy OniMon Season 2. Thank you. We're on the Season 2 premiere, yes. The purple edition. Oh, thank you for the posture check. I'm already sitting kind of straight, but I will adjust slightly. Giant circle on forehead, arrow pointing to circle, size 42, bold outlined Arial text, cute girls kiss here, literally. That's me. Cute girls, there's a lot of real estate on this forehead. Cute girls, hi, hey. Mods, bring her back down to earth. Mods, shatter her fragile ego. Silly. Mods flip the switch, it's now Unover. Flip the switch to Unover. Deny her monetization again? That's so messed up! I haven't even applied! Imagine just getting a random denial even though I hadn't even applied. That'd be so messed up. No. No. Not like this. Shrink her forehead by 50%. People would be so mad. Season 2, after a summer away, school starts with a buzz running through the school. Some idol moved here. Follow Yuno as she just tries to study while shooting down 44 dudes per week. I just want to read BL in peace. Why are all these men after me? Check your email. YouTube just sent you something. Don't. No. No. They wouldn't do this. Man. I might try to apply again someday, but definitely not right now. Can't wait for the YouTube crackdown so everything goes back to normal. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of nice. Did the YouTube monetization problem get fixed? Can we support on both? Unfortunately, no. YouTube has still not been fixed for me. I haven't been applying. I applied like one more time after giving up. Still didn't work. Right now I'm kind of in the process of just trying to get my numbers back up to where it can be at like a more acceptable range to try again, because I do think a lot of the problem might just be that I'm not meeting the requirements in order to get monetized. So, and they were acting really weird. They kept saying I was no longer in the partner program, but then everything was still acting like I was still in the partner program because they were still taking my membership money. So I had to like fully close all of it in order to get it to truly stop and pull me out. I will try again if I ever get to the point where my hours are in a better range and my viewer count stays pretty decent, but I don't know. I don't think I can really make any promises. We are like Yuno, YouTube is like you? No. Yeah, no, that's exactly correct. Fix your shit, YouTube. I wish it was that simple. I don't know if it'll ever really be possible to fix it, so I'm just kind of ignoring it. It would be nice if I could get it fixed. But there's not really much I can do on my side. It seems like it's a basically hopeless situation. So, is what it is. But should I ever get into a situation where I feel like my numbers are at a good enough spot to attempt to apply again, I will try. And then if it ends up that the numbers were not the problem and they still reject me, I don't know what I would do. I think I would truly have to just surrender at that point. But that means I'll have to work like extra hard to get more people watching and get more watch time in. I'll have to work extra hard. After the YouTube bots banned someone because someone else reposted the first guy's content, I knew YouTube was beyond repair. Oh my god, I heard about that. Awful. The shadow YouTube money gang is ruthless. They really are. And they don't even have to, like, explain their reasoning. They just get to say yes or no. Yuno gets so oppressed it bit flips. YouTube actually edits every thumbnail into a bikini with the title ASMR, too hot, way too hot, Oni GFE, give me money dollars, see your head melts down. That would be insane. I do look forward to summer with this model though, because I feel like all of the swimsuit and bikini art that I'm about to get is gonna go crazy. Next time you apply, the rejection should be something like this. Rejected. Reason, you're purple, you should be red. Man, that doesn't explain why they were rejecting me when I was green. Green is the color of good AdSense. Shaking my dang head. They just hate me so bad. Whatever. Suspended for using Twitch colors. Yo. Green is the kick color. Ah, you're so right. Frick. You're so right. I heard about some other horror story where someone in the EU took YouTube to court over wrongful termination, won, and was still getting ghosted by YouTube support. Oh god. That does sound like a nightmare. Managing to win in court and still not getting any attention to reinstate your account? Yikes. That sounds like some shit that would happen to me somehow. But I don't know. All I can really say regarding it, because I never got, like, actual confirmation of what I was doing wrong, all I can do is just keep making content, keep trying to get my watch hours up, try to get everything higher, and then apply. Because then maybe if they think that my numbers are good enough, they'll reconsider. And then, you know, I have to try and make sure that all of my information is as correct as I can make it. Other than that, there's truly nothing else I can do. YouTube has never answered me. The few times I've managed to speak with people, they don't give me answers because they can't. I wish it was something I could fix, but I've, like, truly run out of options. And I do not have the money to try and, like, take it to court or whatever, so I don't even think I'd really win if I tried to make a case out of it anyways. Sigh. Fun fact, European YouTube has headquarters only in Ireland, so when you get money from YouTube, it's like working for a foreign company, and in some countries, it technically forces YouTube to pay your value-added tax. Fascinating. I'm making myself sad about YouTube again. I don't know if they actually respect those laws, though. Good question. I keep getting sucked into chat, but I should really figure out what I'm doing for dinner. I probably won't come back before I do, so I'll see you all around. Okay, have something good for dinner. Eat something very yummy. And thank you for hanging out. But yeah, thinking about this just makes me so sad. I was so frustrated by that situation for so long, and then truly nothing I did was able to fix it, so like, I just wish I could do something. But I can't. All your money they stole. Man. Did you try sending goons to their office? No. Don't try to finish Chrono Trigger before the dinner because you'll miss your dinner. Ugh. Nightmare. Don't try to finish Chrono Trigger before you get groceries because you will definitely end at a time that is way too late for getting groceries. On the bright side, it means you can get Big Burger. Because that's what I did. I got Big Burger. But yeah, the worst part is they didn't even take the money. The money is just sitting in an account that cannot be accessed by anybody. Google didn't take the money. YouTube didn't take the money. I can't take the money. It's truly just sitting there. And it'll just have to get, like, weirdly recalculated should I ever manage to get my AdSense to work. Please, they're a small multinational corporation. Let them have their money. Man. The Goon Squad got very distracted by Urpel. So they say. So they say. Urpel is quite distracting. I'll work some computer magic and get your money. It would be nice if it could be that easy. But it's okay. I've really been trying to move past it because there's not really much I can do. In a payables account that some poor intern will have to wreck until it gets resolved. Someday, I do want to try and figure it out if I ever can, but I don't know. It's not looking good, gamers. Also, give me a quick second. I'm going to AFK very briefly, but I will return soon. Let's put up the Suno. Be right back. I'm back. Also, howdy! Oh, Hanaki, welcome in. Urple is distracting. My pens for work are Urple, and the text I use when editing / replying in emails is Urple. Urple! That's fun. Normally the editing color is red. I think it's cool that you chose to use Urple. I guess the point is just that it's a different color, so you can tell the difference between the edits. Yeah. Thank you for the high backs. Yeah. Yuck. Hello. But yeah, sorry about that. I had, like, a weird itch. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting, like, a rash or something. I think I'm good. I think I'm okay. But it was a very persistent itch and it was starting to hurt, so I had to check on it and make sure that it wasn't, like, bad. I'm okay, though. Rashes are no fun, correct. But luckily, I think I'm good. I think it's just based on how my elbow was positioned on, like, where I was, like, leaning on my desk. So I have now fixed it, and I am not putting as much pressure on that part of my elbow. I hit it with some cold water, and that seemed to neutralize the itch. It is not hurting anymore. But it was, like, itching so bad it was hurting, so I had to take care of that if I wanted to keep streaming. I think I'm good. I checked and I'm pretty sure it is not an actual rash. Considering how quickly it stopped itching after I hit it with some cold water, I think I'm okay. But if it gets worse again, I'll deal with it as best as I can. Hope it isn't irrational. I hope so too, because I think that would be a big pain in the ass. Those kind of rashes suck. Yeah, no, for real. But I think I'm okay. Like I said, it's like not too bad. Big pain in the rash. Up votes to the left, please. Thank you for the gold, kind stranger. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, tomato that guy. My shingles is finally going away. Well, that's good to hear. Getting shingles though, ugh, rough. But I'm glad it's finally starting to die down. Edit, wow, thanks for the updates. Edit 2, gold you shouldn't have. Edit 3, wow, I feel so famous. That is so real. It hurts. It was quite a rash. Boo! Why are we making all these puns all of a sudden? You guys are awful. Boo. Edit 4 typo. Edit 5 OMG I hit tweet. Stop. You guys are awful. I like hit tweet even though it's a Reddit post. Oh god, it really do be like that. Anyway. Sounds like it came naturally. Did it though? Did it though? I'm not so sure about that. Am I not in sync? Hold on. I have to check my model settings really fast. Please hold. It should be syncing. Yeah, it should be always. Is it? Maybe there's something wrong in the app? Hold on. I'm about to freak it. Ah, yeah, there we go. Yep. It's messed up on the phone tracking. I was like, why are my eyes blinking like I'm an alien? Yuno is sinky? What does that mean? What does that mean? Yuno does seem like the type of person to have been a Redditor. I resent that. I actually do not know how to use Reddit. I've used Reddit all of like twice. in my life, and both times were because I was in Kawaii and they made Hanamizuki make Reddit accounts. I don't know if they made Ephemera make Reddit accounts, but they made us do it, and they made us post on Reddit to advertise our debuts. I would rather die than post on Reddit. I don't like Reddit. I don't get it. Yes, I was much more of a Tumblr girl. I'd still like Tumblr, honestly. I don't know if I'd ever really use it for VTubing, but I do like Tumble, it's nice. In news that Yuno 100% cares about, the Texans are beating the Steelers 10-6 so far in the fourth quarter. You're welcome. Thanks. Sports ball updates. Thank you for not actually adding Tomoe Carmine. Be a pioneer and become the first Tumblr tuber. I do think there are actually a few VTubers that are super active on Tumblr, but I just don't know if I personally would use Tumblr for VTubing content. Or like VTuber anything. I don't know if I would do that. But I do know that there are some VTubers that do. I have seen a few. Around the time when people were trying to mass exodus from Twitter and switch to like Blue Sky or whatever, there were some people who didn't want to switch to Blue Sky, so they chose Tumblr instead. I don't understand how Tumblr works. It's honestly not that hard. I think the problem is that if you're used to social media platforms that have like algorithms, I don't think Tumblr is very good for that. Anytime a feature has tried to be added that introduces some kind of algo, all the Tumblr users like mass shit on it until they roll it back. So, I think it mostly is like dependent on like following blogs that like post content that you like, and like trying to search via tags or whatever. People use Tumblr for art, which was terrible in hindsight for picture quality. Oh yeah, it's definitely not good. Image quality is not the greatest there, but it's not a terrible platform. It's definitely a lawless land. You can get away with more not safe for work content over there, so it's good if you want to make that a pillar of your base content creation. Should that be your thing. Hanaki, welcome in. But yes, the great Twitter exodus. When people didn't want to go back to Blue Sky, there were a handful of people suggesting Tumblr. Speaking of Blue Sky, I'm actually trying to use mine a little bit more because I would like to try and get away from Twitter more often. So if you are not following my Blue Sky and you happen to use Blue Sky, feel free to follow me over there. I'm trying to post a little bit more often, but we'll see how it goes. It used to be a lot more lax until a few changes like 6 years ago. Oh no, they rolled all that shit back. The porn is there. The content's there, trust me. Anyway, here's my Blue Sky if you care about Blue Sky at all. I probably won't advertise it that often. I might add it to the links on my card, but I'm probably not gonna advertise it like super actively. Going back to Tumblr, have a good time. 07. Don't really use it, but I do have an account, so I'll follow you. Thanks, man. It's okay. Like I said, I'm mainly trying to use it so that I can have like a slight alternative to Twitter, because I feel like Twitter keeps getting worse. I also heard recently that more and more countries are trying to ban Twitter because of all of the stuff that's happening with Grok, which I'm not going to explicitly say out loud, but you know what I'm talking about. But there are a lot of countries that are planning to completely ban X because of the things that Grok is doing. And most recently, I heard that Canada was going to be one of them that's looking into banning it. So if that happens, I would be the only person in Mealoon still on X. Because Kaya is gonna fucking disappear. So I should try to have a presence elsewhere too. man standing because Onigashima's probably never gonna ban it. Shitty situation, yeah, for real. It's awful. Oh, damn. Yeah, there's a chance that X is gonna get completely banned in Canada, from what I have heard. I follow you on Blue Sky. Speaking of old sites, I was just on Tumblr half an hour ago. I have not used my Tumblr account in a hot minute. But I do go back occasionally, mostly to preserve my URL, because I have a pretty decent URL over there. It's like a vanity URL. So I occasionally will sign into Tumblr just to ensure I still have access to it. Because I don't want anyone to take it from me. But like, otherwise, I don't really use Tumblr all that often. It's been quite some time. It's been... Eventually we'll be back to AOL and Friendster. True. We're just gonna have to keep rolling everything back. The endless backroll and backroll. You can claim someone else's Tumblr page. Well, Tumblr will delete your account if you don't activate it for like a certain period of time. They'll send you a few warnings via email like, hey, if you don't log in, we will delete this account to free up the URL. Because there are some people that like really want specific URLs. So, if you have like a vanity URL and somebody else really wants it, they could try and like report the fact that you haven't been active for a while to try and get an excuse to take it from you. And if Tumblr sends you a message that's like, hey, log in or you're losing your URL, if you don't reply, then the URL will free up and someone else can claim it for themselves. And I got a vanity URL for a series that I really like, so I don't want to lose it. So I will occasionally log into my Tumblr account just to be like, hey, I still have this, I still want this. And I'll like repost a few things and then I will leave again. Because I'm just like, I don't want to lose it, thanks.
It seems fate led you here. What a meaningful connection.
Crimson Death 473, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. One day you'll drop your guard, then someone will steal the title of Yuno Hanaki. Oh god, I think I would actually cry. I remember that was something that we talked about a little bit in the Kawaii group chat. Like before, or maybe around the time of the dissolution, like we were talking about how we were all gonna have to switch to take kawaii out of our usernames, and for some of the older girls, like the girls in the older gens, they they were going to have a harder time because since they had to have the kawaii part of their URLs, because that was part of like what management at the time enforced, a lot of their like actual URLs were like taken already, and like other people like already had the usernames. So that's why you have cases of like Isla-sama and Charlotte having to have their like more unique URLs because there's just no iteration of their names that's free because everybody else claimed it, because management didn't let them claim those URLs to ensure that there wouldn't be impersonators. And now they can't get the URLs back. Yeah. But luckily for us newer ones, we didn't really have to worry about people trying to take ours, so it was pretty easy to swap to our actual usernames. They had to get creative. Yeah, they had to get creative. But that also was the case for us when it came to trying to make URLs that matched the other girls, because everyone else had like first name blank, or like first name underscore kawaii. I couldn't get Yuno_kawaii, for example, because someone already had that to celebrate the Yuno from that one anime. The yandere one. Yuno Gasai. So I couldn't have Yuno underscore kawaii. I think I tried a couple other iterations of like Yuno kawaii or like kawaii Yuno or something like that to try and match. But that was why we made the choice to have the HMZ in our names. Because it was the only way to get a URL that would have underscore kawaii to kind of match everybody else. But we still stuck out a bit because we had to have our username there. Or not our username, our unit name. While you were weighing, I studied the blade. Prepare yourself, Yuno. I am Yuno now. Please do not take my identity. Please do not take my identity. No, the @ signs wouldn't work because back then Twitter always started your username with an @ I don't think I could have put more ats in there. Anyways. Which one is the real Yuno now? What do you mean? I'm the only one on screen! There's no other Yuno! Frick this, bro. Identity theft is no joke. It could happen to you. What if it happens to you? What then? Wait. Say something only Yuno would know. That's hard. I know a lot of information that most people know. Yeah, that's definitely not in character. I would never say this. I would never say that. It's pretty funny. She's hesitating a lot. Stop. The real Yuno is in chat. I would never say that, though! I don't talk like that. Also, I've never shortened you to Damas. Whenever I refer to you, I say Damadachi. Because that's how you say it in the plural. You don't even say Damadachis with an S. Bruh. Fake fans. I have never called you guys Damas in all of my life. Mostly because it's really close to Daranmas. And that's not who you are. Damadachi Tachi. Would be the correct pluralization. Yo. Damadachi itself is just plural. This fake Yuno doesn't have a pet name for you. I don't do that here. I never have. This is crazy. I can't believe this active identity theft. Fine, all of you Oshihen to the fake Yuno. See if I give a shit. See if I care. You want a pet name? Well, go follow the fake Yuno. They'll give you all the pet names you want. See if I care. Humph. Because I don't care. Bet that Yuno's green too. Yeah, I bet. The greenest green to ever green. Even wife is green. And that's how you know it's fake. You think head patting me will fix the situation? It won't. Thanks, I guess. Which Yuno was the real protagonist. This is basically a Gintama arc. Not like this. I wanted to try it. Thanks. Well, see, it pat me. So, you know. Green wife, parentheses, jive is crazy. Jive is insane. Beautiful red rose like always. See? That's a fake! Wife is not a rose! The fakest person. Good luck with the fates. I'm not having very good luck. Everybody wants to Oshien. I'm not doing well with this, but thanks. Thanks. Everybody likes her more than me. Crazy. But fine, do that. See if I care. Can the real Yuno give her bananas for sustenance? No. I don't have bananas. Even if I did, why would I give them to the faker? Hate this place, bro. Will the real slim Yuno please stand up? Well, I'm not slim. I'm quite thick. But I will stand. Wife. Yes, the real wife. Wife is right there. Will the real fake Oni please stand up? Thank you. Thank you. Proper acknowledgement. Thanks. This guy. Frick off. Wicked thick, thicket, if you will. Yes, very thicket. Be careful standing on that chair. We don't want you to fall and hurt the wife. You asked me to stand. I hate this place. Can't have anything. I try to finally give you something and you're just like, well, don't fall. You'll hurt wife. I swear to God. Can't give you anything. And I immediately just get feedback and criticism. I just immediately get feedback and criticism. Can't have anything in this world, apparently. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. If you do fall, directly land on me, please and thanks. There's an insect on the ceiling. Can you stab it with your horns? I'd have to get up onto, like, a tall ladder in order to get to the ceiling. But also, aiming with my horns is difficult because I can't, like, see while I do it. So... no, not really. Okay, and I'm telling you that it's difficult. Not if I can help it, you can't... Rolls out cannon, get in. That's a crazy response to a singular insect on a ceiling. I don't think I want to bust a hole into my ceiling. This is like my first day here. I'm trying to see the feet. At least you're honest. Anyway, emote jail. I sip water. I sipped water. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not getting in the cannon for a singular bug. I'm good, thanks. I'm good, thank you. I like how YouTube plays along like they are in jail, even though they're not.
Cute. Do better.
Daniel Smith, thank you for the $20 tip. Happy OniMon, you know I have the dumbest smile right now. It's very silly. This has been the silliest OniMon in, like, recent memory. Well, thank you. I have to turn the alerts down a little bit. They're kind of loud. Kind of loud, eh? Maybe I'll still put them at, like, here. That should be good. Do not say that wife is a rose. She's not. No. Crash the jail bars. I'm innocent. You guys aren't in jail. It's fine. The only people that are in emote jail are Twitch. That's what I mean. I don't understand why YouTube plays along with it. I think they just feel left out. I think you guys just feel left out. So you pretend that you can be included. What is that emote? Who is that guy? Who is this? Who is this guy? A supervillain? That's weird. I never knew that there was like a supervillain character. I've never seen that guy. That's crazy. Is wife a sunflower? No, wife is a bell pepper. That's an interesting choice. Okay, you're free from emote prison. Welcome back. Closest thing I could get to a prisoner emoji? Fair. We can finally talk. Stop! I lack bellflower emoji. YouTube hates her. I know. What we really need is for Google to add a bellflower emote. So many flowers and yet none of them. And yet never bellflower. Oh, okay, never mind. Back in jail. Guys have too many fucking points. I need to give you something else you can do with your points. Because otherwise we just end up in emote prison forever. You can never be free. But no, I also want a bellflower emoji. I think that would probably be the only time I would actually change my Oshi marks, because then I would probably do bellflower and Oni. Even though I still really like the fan. But the fan still barely is registered on a lot of websites, so like... it would probably make more sense to switch to something that actually works as a more global emote. But that's probably the only time I would change. And I don't know if Google would even think about adding a bellflower. Well, not even just Google, but I guess like iOS too. Because I think iOS emoji choices usually end up influencing Google emoji availability. I say that, but the fan still doesn't work on most Google products. So annoying. So annoying. It took until Windows 11 to get some of the modern emojis. Yeah. But like some websites will still like add the more modern ones too though. Like Twitter added a lot of the modern emotes from iOS. And then the Google Suite can sometimes be a little bit slow. But someday I'll get what I want and there will be a bellflower. Honestly, a bellflower emote would be so cute. Not emote, emoji, whatever. Whatever. I kind of find it funny that the designs almost mimic iOS. Yeah. It's like close, but not quite. Okay. Once again, you are free from jail. Welcome back, Twitch. Hello! Hanaki, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day so far. Hope things are good. A little jail won't hold us back. Just a little jail. A little jail is a treat. Anyways. Update on your jail time? Let me do some quick maths. Anyways? Okay, you're suggesting a poll, but like, what's the poll? I don't know what I'm supposed to put in the poll options. You want to give a poll, you gotta give me options. I'll do the calculation for my jail time in a moment. I have to deal with the suggested poll. Okay. If you insist. There you go. A position B dance? No. When you redeem suggest a poll, it's always based off of the person who spent the points, so. These options, Oswald. Definitely open to options. This shit sucks. I hate it here so bad. Okay, let me go do the math for jail time. I'm pretty sure we're still going to be in the 300s. I don't think I've made that much progress, to be honest with you. Because I wasn't streaming for a while due to being freaking busy with debut prep. So I don't think I've accomplished much, but let me check the drive and then figure out how many I need to add. Where is the numbers? Here we go. So the last time I checked was December 18th, so it's been about a month. And we were at 347 hours then. So now as of January 12th, we will be at... I gotta go do the calculations. Bup, bup, bup. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. Looks like options is winning on the YouTube side, and then, for the Twitch side, options is also winning by 55%. So it looks like people love options. Fun fact. People love options. Oh, I already have it open. I'm Ubid. Okay. Let's see. So December 18th was... Okay. So then... Wait, why did I calculate on the 18th? That's a weird choice that I made. Okay. Mind tantalizing poll. I'm glad you like it. Stocks. Oh, baby, we got stonks to work with. Okay. Let's see. So we have Arthur Christmas, which was 2 hours plus a 4-hour power wash stream plus 3.5 plus that was a members stream, so that doesn't count. 6 hours. Twitch only stream doesn't count. Plus another 3.5 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. So I've only contributed 36 hours, not counting this stream because it's not over yet. So I've only contributed another 36, which means that as of today, we are at 311 hours left. And then minus whatever happens today, we're at like 3 hours right now. If I manage to go like another hour, I could be down to like 307. But it looks like we're probably gonna end up at like, I don't know, 308 maybe. Light work. I'm literally in hell. Man, you managed to 50-50 it on Twitch. You guys suck. And YouTube too? Are you for real? There's no shot. I can't believe this. Half of you didn't even vote! Hell. I can't believe this. Oh, it managed to change away at the last possible second. Well, it's 50-50 on Twitch, and then there's an advantage towards poll on YouTube. Better turn out than the elections. Yikes. Yikes. Too real. Anyways. If I had channel points on that, I would be livid. Well, luckily I didn't enable them. Aren't you happy I didn't enable them then? I was looking out for you. Alright, anyways. 1K well spent. I am glad that you feel that way. As long as you're happy. As long as you got what you wanted, I guess. You know, unenabler. I literally cannot enable. But yeah, it looks like we're at 311. By the end of this stream, it's probably going to be like 308 or 307. Depending on how long I manage to go from here. And as a reminder, the count only goes towards streams that are public and on YouTube. If it's Twitch only, it doesn't count. If it's members, it doesn't count. If it was unarchived, it doesn't count. So... yeah. So, yeah. That's why the count is what it is right now. We're almost at 300 hours, this is true. If Yuno Hanaki can do a few more endurances, we might be able to knock more time off of this debt. I believe it's Bobitzo when the timer is done. I do think we said so, yes, but I was going to try and make like an actually good Bobitza. Not a bad one. I do think the goal was to have good Bobitza. Yuno has gotten 0 hours off for good behavior, bad girl. Well, I mean, when are you going to tell me I've been good enough to knock off some hours for free? Plan idea, we should have a Yunothon, and the more we donate, the more time we knock off. I just set it so that I have to stream the entire 300 hours unless you donate, and then donating knocks time off. That's crazy. There are some people who have done it like that, like you start at a base amount of time and donating can actually reduce time. Total dono 79 cents. You wouldn't say that if I made really good donation incentives. I'm kidding though, I'm not doing another Yunothon anytime soon. I'm already swamped with goals. I'm trying to get down as many of them as I can before I even consider it. If you pay me, I will stop has some incredible aura to it. It would be pretty funny to have like a crazy amount that would finally like cancel out all of my time debt. And then someone just immediately pays it to be like, good, now fuck off my screen and never stream again. And I'll just be like, all right, bye. I don't speak for everyone, but I just love the wheel. I know you do. I think we would have to wait though, because I need a purple chibi to replace the one that I currently use for Speen. You know, Cope looped right back around to more dono goals to fix the old dono goals. I was saying it as a joke. I'm not actually going to do this. I want to clear out more of the incentives before I even consider having another Yunothon. I don't think I deserve it. The push-ups, the random insult. I don't like it! Yada! Spin PhD? That's true. We could just spin the Chibi PhD, because she's Orpal. A reverse donathon actually could kind of work because people would be under pressure to fund things we want before the timer ticks down so low that it becomes impossible to fund it without ending the donathon first. I guess that's true. Yunothon every week, I'd end it all. I refuse to subscribe to that because the problem with like donathon metas is that it does kind of reach a point where you become dependent on them. The more you do a donathon incentive type stream, or well, like any sort of incentive type stream, the more that's the only way you get money. You don't understand. The more you do endurance streams like that and the more you have to try to earn money in that way, the more it breaks your core meta. Because then people are just going to always want to wait until you do some sort of special event. And I don't want to do that. Because I'm broke and I'm poor. I already don't have enough money. If I make it so that I never make more money, unless I'm doing big, crazy long events like that, I'd probably actually just not survive. So, I have to try to be careful with how often I do donathon events. I'd be all for Wheel Wednesday? That's crazy. You think I would just put up with that wheel for fun? That's crazy. Yes? No. I wouldn't. No, I would not. Suggestion for new donathon meta. Stretch goal is another donathon. Oh, God. We interrupt our power wash, too, for some push-ups. Ay, ay, ay. Putting up with a wheel for fun is one of the most popular game shows on TV for decades. Okay, but, like, not that one. Lawsuit Thursdays every month. We can live in a world where Unathon lasts forever. Holds my head. I don't want this. I don't want this at all. Yada. Yuno becomes the cat holding its head gif. That's literally me every day. This is true. You know that image that Hiyori uses of her, like, sitting with her head in her hands in that metal chair? That'll just be me the entire stream. I can't. I'm not strong enough. I could have become a doctor or a lawyer, but another Unathon is coming soon. No, please become a doctor or a lawyer. That means you would have more money to spend on the Unathon. Have you ever thought about that? If you go back to school to become a doctor or a lawyer, you would make enough money with your salary to be able to fund the Unathons. You could actually keep me trapped if you make big boy money. Play ads when you need a break. VODs exist. That's not the point, guys. That's not the point. That's pretty, five head. Listen, I can have dreams. Should I ever manage to get a doctor or a lawyer in my audience, I'd be very happy. Mostly because it would be cool to learn, like, interesting things from them, but also because... Bro would single-handedly create an endless Unathon if they thought I was worth it. Because that's the other thing. They could easily, like, be part of the fandom, but if they don't think I'm worth it, then nothing would come of it, you know? Yuno learns how to do open heart surgery on Namadachi. Well, I don't think the doctor could actually teach me like that unless they had a license to teach. I also would not have a license to practice. You underestimate your worth? Well... Still. Do you know I'm almost the other kind of doctor? Wow, that is very impressive. Monkey's paw curls, you get a doctor in your chat, but their doctorate is in education, so they barely make enough to pay their loans. No, that would honestly be real. Yuno inspired me to go back to college, so now I sub to her tier 1 Patreon as some lawyer shit, not gonna lie. I mean, hey, if I can encourage you to go back to school and pursue your passion, I think that'd be neat. Authentic unlicensed physician roleplay. Your Honor, if you are what you eat, then my client is an honest person. Pause. What did bro mean by this? I'm a doctor, Dr. Pepper. That's crazy. Make partner upgrade to tier 3. Let's go! Tier 3 sub! This idea is so dumb. Anyways. My point is, though, let me get more of the original Unathon incentives out of the way. There's several streams I have to do. There's, like, other little bits of content I have to make. If I can get more of those out of the way, then we can maybe consider having another Unathon. Maybe. But there's definitely going to be some changes so that it's less insane. Maybe. But I have to get more of the incentives out of the way because I don't think it would be right to do another one before more of those goals are met, you know? Or I guess more of those goals are completed. Not so much met, they were met, that's the thing. Because all of the crazy, including the crazy stretch goals were met, I have to get more of those completed before I can justify. Wonder how many hours you have left? I just calculated and I am at 311. After this stream, because I'm probably going to go for another like 30 minutes or so, that'll put us at 307 hours. So as of the end of OniMon, it will be 307 hours left to go. Incentive gap might have to start from 50 to 100, then 300 to 1,000. I mean, I think what would end up happening is I would still keep the incentive gaps like around what they were before, but I would definitely change it so that the overall time that gets added to the timer would not be as crazy. Because the thing is, the only thing I can imagine doing a Unathon for right now would be like to fund the rigging for Yellow. But the amount that I would be paying for Yellow is way less than what I was paying for Orpal. Especially because all the art is already done for Yellow. So like, that goal honestly wouldn't be that high. It would get cleared pretty fast. That would be like the ultimate thing I would be doing it for if I were to do it like super immediately. Which means that all of the incentives would be a bit on the smaller side because it would be an overall like smaller maximum. This is all big if for the record. I'm not really planning to do this. I'm not doing this to you guys. But that's like the next thing I could foresee needing to do a Unathon for right now. And then like, we'll need 4 Unathons for a new PC if the AI bubble doesn't burst soon. Yeah, that's also true. What if we want it? I just finished explaining why it's bad. Like, it's definitely fun for you guys, and it, like, feels very celebratory in that way. But, like, the more donathon type or, like, fundraising type events you do, the more people are just going to want to wait until you're doing that kind of fundraising event instead of, like, offering the steady flow outside of it. You have to be careful with doing those kinds of events too often because otherwise people will just, like, only want to donate because of, like, donathon incentives and never outside of a donathon. And because this is one of the only ways I'm making money right now, consistently, I gotta, I have to be careful. Getting a big burst of money for a special event is fun, but then if I'm not making any more money outside of special events, it would mean I'd literally be stuck doing special events all the time. And that would be draining for you guys and for me. They would lose their appeal in the end. I just miss Speen. I understand. But Speen probably isn't going to come back until I am in a better position to do another type of event like that. I don't really find wheels to be fun. Which is kind of the point. The wheel is supposed to be there for punishing. If you find using the wheel fun, there's something wrong with you and you're not actually getting punished by it. The ramifications of a successful special event. I just looked away for a bit and looked back and Urpil is here and she's so beautiful and bouncy. Yeah, I've been feeling that way too. It's still so surreal to see her moving around and like actually having people perceive her. And I'm so purple. Everything around me is purple. My chat is purple. My background is purple. My accessories on my desk are purple. I'm purple. It's very good. I'm very happy about it. Purple is such a good color. Big happy. And I'm glad that you guys are happy about her too. I know I keep saying that, but like, I just think it's very important to say that I'm glad that you guys like her as much as I like her. Because while, yes, the upgrade was mostly for me, I wanted everyone to also enjoy the experience of having her here, and I didn't want you to hate her. I was like, oh god, if they hate how she looks, it's over for me. I will lose all of my fans and I will die. But luckily, that did not happen. I'm perp da-ba-dee da-ba-derp da-ba-deep da-ba-derp da-ba-deep da-ba-derp. I had to do it because two people made the same joke. Brain cell sharing across platforms. It happens more often than you'd think. The hive mind is strong, even between two different chats. It happens more than you would think it would. Purple, 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 end of haiku. That is not a haiku. Would your ISP handle a dual streaming setup? I don't know. My problem is I don't know if I could handle a dual streaming setup. I don't really have the space for another PC in my bedroom. I barely have enough space for the tower that I currently have. I don't think I have enough space for another PC. I have the best possible internet I can get in my area of Onigashima, but it's not very good. Like, compared to most people that stream, my connection is still not very good. I am wired, I am dongled in, but, I don't think that I have a very good internet connection compared to, like, the average people who stream. Because whenever I see people posting their internet speed tests, they're so much faster than mine, and I'm just like, that's crazy. But yeah, no, I can't. It would be nice if I could, but I'm also not very tech smart. So I think I would probably die if I had to rely on two PCs at once. I think it would kill me. I get a gigabyte for download, but upload is stinky, being capped at 117. I haven't done a speed test in a hot minute, but I think mine is less fast than that also. So that's what I mean when I say that my speeds are pretty bad despite being dongled in. Because I am dongled. I think the PC would explode first before your net connection. This is also very true. Like I said, I'm not very tech-brained. I'm, like, getting better, but it's not it's not ideal. Isn't dongle still Wi-Fi? Is it not? All I mean to say is that I'm plugged directly into the modem. I have a direct wired connection from my modem to my PC so that it's direct internet and it's not like Wi-Fi connection. I love hearing girls be getting better. Thanks. I'm mostly good at the stuff that involves like OBS and like other streaming things. I'm not very good at the like actual tech operation things. That's just wired. That's what I mean. It's a wired connection. And that's why I said dongled in, because I use a long cable that dongles it in. Usually in context of internet, dongle refers to a USB Wi-Fi antenna. Oh, well, that's not what it is. It's a direct wired connection then. Dongle is a funny word, isn't it just? That's why I like it. Obviously you're good with OBS. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Thanks for noticing. Anyways. But no, I have a wired connection. I don't think I could handle having another PC set up in here. The only time I would consider getting another PC for a dual setup would be if I lived with Hitomi, because Hitomi is the person with the tech brain of the two of us and would be able to figure out how to set that up. I think she has actually pitched the idea of me doing a dual setup before, but I've always just been like, I would not be able to do it. I would die. I freak out with tech things. I'd rather not break the PC. I'm still too scared to, like, open up my current PC to change out parts. I don't think I could handle taking care of two PCs. There's just some things I am not built for. Anyway. You know, Hanaki's single mother of two PCs. Single struggling mother, if that was ever the case. Hypothetically, considering the games you play, you could get away with a laptop and use Leo as your asset / streaming PC. I mean, I guess hypothetically. But I don't want to use a laptop. After moving away from using a laptop for most of college and then switching back to a PC when I came back home, I don't really want to go back to using a laptop. At least not as like a primary device. Like I would use a PC if it would allow me to like go work in a cafe or something so I could touch grass, but I don't want to like stream with a laptop. Using a laptop for streaming sucks. That just does not sound like it would be good for me. And like, don't you want me to be able to play like better, cooler games? I feel like if we picked up a laptop, that would just mean that I'd be playing terrible Goo Goo Gaga baby games for the rest of time, and I thought that you guys would want me to start playing better stuff. I thought you guys would want me to be more of a gamer, not less of one. Flash games are cool. I see it. But getting PC parts is impossible now. I agree. You could play retro games. I don't want to be a retro gamer. I don't have nostalgia for it. Goo Goo Gaga games is the better stuff. I mean, that's also fair. $70 RAM is now like $300 to $400. I know. I'm aware. But like, I wasn't really looking to upgrade right now. I think the whole reason we're talking about this was because of the idea of eventually doing some sort of donathon type incentive stream to raise money for a PC, but I'm not planning to do that because I'm aware of the fact that prices are fucking crazy, and I don't think that that's fair of me, and it's not worthwhile. I don't think it's really worthwhile. I don't know if I'm really worth that much money for a new PC. And I don't think any content that I could make would really be worth that. I can find a laptop that can probably match my desktop. I mean, maybe. But it doesn't change the fact that I think the experience of streaming with a laptop is still bad. If prices weren't crazy, I would have bought you a PC instead of the Switch 2. Oh, that's too sweet. You shouldn't... Either one is still crazy. That's too kind. I appreciate the thought, but it just so happened that holiday season was right when things started getting crazy for PC prices too. I just quoted a PC for my friend's Minecraft kid, and the RAM and SSD alone cost the same as the GPU. Ugh, I'm gonna barf. That sounds awful. Ew. Switch 2 can play better games though. Kind of. I hear the Switch 2's overall, like, battery life is not very good, but I guess I'd be playing it docked most of the time. But Switch 2 will start getting some interesting games, hopefully, so... that is something. And it runs better than the Switch 1, so that's also something. Must be said. So, like, in theory, it could still be plenty worthwhile. But, like, all of this is to say I'm not really looking into doing anything crazy expensive right now. I don't need a new PC. I don't really want, like, much in terms of anything. The only thing I'm even thinking about doing that's remotely pricey at this time is looking into the rigging for Yellow. And, like, that's it. I'm not doing anything crazy. I don't like spending money. You girls gotta care about rent and bills and survival and food more than I need to care about, like, other things. But I am trying to make more investments into my content so that I can try and make my content better for you guys. I have been doing the best that I can when it comes to, picking out stuff that will help. Because I want to try and grow and get better, and honestly, the only way to do that is money, so... Have you considered Charlotte Taylor Suzu? I have a very specific vision of what I want for the rigging. And I do like Charlotte's work, but... I have a very specific vision, and I don't think that could be fulfilled. But it's okay. Instructions unclear, buying PC to house Yellow? No! Don't do that. She can't be on a separate PC. No. But yeah, no, I know who I want to ask for the rigging. It's mostly just a matter of them opening up commissions and also getting a quote that I feel is workable. Although, honestly, I might have to consider having the money before I approach them. I'm not really sure. I have to, like, look over the process for it again. Have you considered actual degree holding Namiji Phrygia? Nami is so busy! Practically every stream I've seen from her lately has been work. She's working hard. I think she's around the same... Well... I think she's at around the same price range as the other rigger that I am looking at, though. But I don't know. I am looking around. I'm trying to, like, shop around to see. There's one person that I'm, like, pretty sure I want. I just have to figure out the quote for what I'm specifically looking for. The amount of when will it end from her stream titles I'm getting is crazy. I know, right? She's working so freaking hard. Last 3 have been increasingly stress-titled I love work streams. I know, she's really trapped in the work mines. But it's gonna be worth it. I'm sure that what she's working on is going to turn out really, really good. If it's what I think it is, based on what I've seen her tweeting about, I think it's gonna turn out really good. If it's what I think it is, and I'm pretty sure. But no, I do really like her rigging work. I am considering as well. It's just... the whole point is that I'm considering. I have to figure out if it would be possible or doable before I can, like, pull the plug on it. It's all a big consideration right now. But we'll get there. It's a bit too soon to be like fully planning out stuff for... I was about to say stuff for purple. Purple's already here. It's a bit too soon to be planning out stuff for yellow. I've got to try to like lock in on enjoying purple while she is here before I really like get another outfit. But I do really want the next outfit because it's gonna be so good. But just because I want it doesn't mean that I need it right now. I have to try to be good. Oh shit, we're doing purple again. Purple 2! I slammed my microphone on the ground. You need a silly name for yellow. Yuno. Wait, Yuno. Didn't we decide Yellow-no? Or was it Unello? Wait, wants aren't needed? Needs? I know, right? Crazy. Wants are in fact not needs. That's why I am able to hold off, because I am strong. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. But she'll be here eventually. We're gonna give it time. I'm very happy with purple. I'm excited for yellow, but I can wait. I still feel like yellow would be pretty good for like a spring event, though. So maybe I'll start looking into it after birthday. We'll see how well birthday goes. If birthday goes well, then maybe yellow can be spring. We'll see how things shake out. I'm excited for white ice waifu. Yeah, of course you're excited for the one that is most decidedly not me. But yes, I also am excited to see, once I approach my mama, it'll be interesting to see how she interprets a Yuki Onna version of me. Even though that's gonna look the most decidedly different. I love Urple. I know, when I say it looks the least like me, the joke is that it's not Yuno at all. Because it's based off of the ice waifu, who is like Yuno's enemy. Lilyweiss, you know? Having it have a Lilyweiss theme is kind of nice to think about, actually. Horns made of ice, silver instead of gold. I mean, these are all just ideas. I was planning to let Sumeragi-sensei have free reign once I have finally approached her with the idea. But, like, I'm not there yet. We still have to debut yellow, and things with yellow have to go well. And then we can consider what'll happen with the eventual next outfit. Because the thing with the next outfit is that I'm going to have to pay for the model, the new hairstyles, the ref sheets, the key visual. I have to pay for all of that shit again. So, we gotta save up money for that. It costs money out here. We have to see how everything else goes before I can even think about doing a third outfit. You need a lotto win? I mean, don't we all? It would be nice to get a lotto win. But like one where they actually give me money instead of just garbage. Yuki Onna Yuno is just a Frostlass? Well, I mean, she would probably have a little bit of Frostlass vibes to her, but... there are other interpretations of Yuki Onna that exist that are not just Frostlass. I trust my mama. I feel like my mama would be able to cook up a pretty cool idea for a Yuki Onna aesthetique, you know? Because I think I'd still want her to look a little bit Oni-like, obviously, because I am an Oni. But I really want the, like, Yuki Onna aesthetic. Polychrome Yuno as just the RBG color shifting the entire time. That would be if I decided to become a Cyber Oni, but the Cyber Oni niche is already taken by the lovely Eva and Anova. Totally the anti-Yuno. Cool, comfy, calm, thirsty AF. I think Yuki Onna, I would actually try to play more of a character for that debut. I know I'm talking about it, even though it's like way far in the future, but I think it would be cool to like play more of a character. I know I said cool despite it being, with it being Yuki Onna, but like, work with me. Walk with me here. I just think that it would be cool to go like super kudere and have the like very quiet, like more like harsh and cold vibe as her, and like a little bit more sinister. I think that could end up being a really interesting debut. And something that I think would be fun to do too, as I get more different versions of Yuno, I think it would be fun to have all of them be like part of the branding in some way. Not like the main channel branding that's always going to be Orpal, but like, for example, like the banners for the different panels on Twitch. I think it would be cool if I had the little chibis that are all the different colors of Yuno. So like there's an Orpal chibi, there's a yellow one, there's a white one. The other colors we get in the future. It'd be cute. The Yunoverse, I want it to be like a very solid part of the Yuno Hanaki experience. Different vibes for different things would be fun, personally. My humble opinion. But that's all way in the future. The UnoCon with all versions of Yuno. Blue Note, yes, Blue Note will eventually happen. I have ideas for what I would want blue to be. So far, I have ideas for white, blue, red. I have a beginning idea for pink, but I have like a couple contradictory ideas for pink that might be fun. So I'm not sure which one I want to fully go with. Green will probably eventually be somewhere down the line. I have ideas for orange. Most of the colors of the rainbow I've already kind of got ideas for. So it'll just be a matter of picking. But I've already promised that white will be after yellow, so white will definitely be the third one. Be weird about it, let red have ice imagery. No! Yuki Onna is going to have all of the ice vibes. Torn between Manic Pixie Girl and Dere Dere? I never said any of that. White Yuno goes through a prism and separates into all other outfits. That implies that the Yuki Onna Yuno is the core one, and that is not true. That is not correct. But no, I have ideas. I have like visions of how I could see it going. But we are not there yet, so We shall not concern ourselves for right now. Let this be a problem for future Yuno. Assuming that I am still able to make a lot of cool content and hopefully make enough money dollars to consider further investments into my content. Or if somehow I manage to get a job that will allow me to invest back into my content. I am still looking. We'll see how things go. The twist at the end is that Black Yuno is just covered in snow. She is the final Yuno, the absorber of all Yunos. That idea is kind of crazy. That idea is kind of crazy. Alright, anyway, as promised, I'm going to wrap up now. This is also just a good time to do it. I do have some stuff to try and do tomorrow. Tomorrow, we do still have a stream. I will be trying to play Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, because that was the horror game that was chosen by you guys as part of the Unathon incentive. I will be trying to play through Spooky Scary Jump Scare game. That's gonna be so good. Thanks. Thanks. We'll see how it goes. I'm not looking forward to it personally, but I'll do my best. But that is the one that was voted on. So 8 p.m. EST, I will be trying to play the jump scare game, and I'll cry the whole time. But I'll give it the good old college try. Hopefully it won't be too bad. And then I am off Wednesday and Thursday. This is how the schedule is going to look from now on. Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm always going to have off. And then Friday, I will be playing Kimono Tea Time, which is a visual novel-esque game where you also have a mini-game where you make tea. There's cute girls. There's cute girls with animal ears. I'm sure you're looking forward to that. Saturday, I will be part of a collab in the afternoon. We'll be playing golf with your friends. I don't think I'm going to have a POV for it personally. So I will just be sharing the other POVs once they're up. And then in the evening we have members. It'll be a members chat. I'll also probably do some like members housekeeping stuff, so you'll get to hang out with me while I housekeep and we'll yap. And then Sunday, we're playing Pieces of the Past, which is another comfy item restoration type game where you're like fixing stuff and like discovering your memories as you're fixing relevant items. It's one of those kinds of games. So that'll just be a comfy couple hour long experience of fixing up stuff. And that's the plan for the rest of the week. Hopefully you can make it to some of those, or all of them, if you're, I don't know, if you have enough free time. But yes, that is the plan for the rest of the week. I hope you look forward to it. But until then, thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope that you have a good rest of your time zone. And until I see you again, Yunotsu!